What it is, baby. Welcome to the We'll Get To It podcast. I'm the host.
With the most.
That's the shit I say every goddamn time.
I know.
I can't come up with anything that rhymes. I can't do like another rhyme
Sorry.
thing.
The dude with the tude.
Oh.
I'm joined by the dude with the tude.
Christina.
Cayla.
Huh?
What?
Everybody sound off. Say who's here, who isn't.
3, 4. Sorry.
Jeez.
That wraps up, that sums him up pretty good.
I have a third throat.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
My Pepsi, it's old.
Ew. Oh no.
That sounded whole.
It was before we went to the movie. It was from before we went to the movie. Feel the can though, it's still cold.
I thought it was the one that you
Yeah,
said that
'cause
you
it's
spilled
fucking
on yourself
freezing in
yesterday.
here, mate.
Okay.
No, I drank that
Okay, good.
out of spite.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I
Anyways.
was worried.
Pepsi
Anyways,
don't spill on
I'm
me.
your friendly neighborhood Cayla.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Aww.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
I'm Christina.
My MJ.
Damn.
You don't
Sad
die
now.
though.
Let's hope we don't get.
Well,
Well, MJ
that's not
doesn't die either.
That's true.
It's
It's
a-
Gwen.
Whoa.
I'm talking about the old movies. I'm not talking about
Okay,
anything
well,
new.
in the new movie.
No spoilers yet.
Wait. Believe it or not, even though I avoided Twitter and everything where I
Twitter?
get my news.
I did the thing where I put a new letter.
What was that? Say it one more time.
Piddler.
Gross. I avoided every news outlet out there.
Yeah.
Because I did not want to get spoiled.
Me too.
Mood.
Me too.
I still got news somehow.
Oh, you did? You got spoiled?
That's impressive.
No,
How much of it's
no,
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 he
no,
got
no.
news, but
I got
no
news, but I
spoilers.
didn't
Oh,
get
you got
spoiled.
nudes.
Which is no.
What?
No.
Big.
No.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to
I'm
get
about to
hopes
kick
up.
Arik out of his own podcast.
No.
Fingers crossed on that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Good
Yeah.
luck, bud.
Oh goodness.
Good luck, bud.
All right, we got some January 6th news.
Uh-oh. Yay.
Okay.
I
Some
love
people
it.
were spotted there. Who was
Okay.
spotted? You guys familiar with the show's Bob Burgers?
Yes.
Bob's Burgers?
You know Bob's Burgers?
Yes, sir.
Clarice. No, is Clarice someone?
Silence of the Lambs, my man.
Oh.
What?
What was the voice you
Clarice.
That's
It's like Snape. I don't know.
that's fucking Anthony Hopkins.
Oh goodness.
That's Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, what are you doing? It's Bob's Burgers. I don't know. What happened?
Oh no.
Clarice. Funny enough, the show was originally supposed to be about cannibals.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh. Oh, it's like Jimmy Todd. Spoilers.
It's like Silence of the Lambs. The reference you made inadvertently 5 seconds ago. But
Oh,
Just
fuck.
dying.
I haven't recovered from the first Clarice yet. Hold on.
It'll hit you in waves.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Familiar with the show? Everybody
Yeah.
here?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
You know the one of the primary antagonists of that show is Jimmy Pesto Senior.
Yeah.
Jimmy Pisto?
Pesto,
Oh.
Jimmy Pez, he's the one across the street.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
voice actor, was spotted at the January 6th insurrection,
Oh, cool.
and they went,
Oh no!
Get out of here.
"You're not allowed here no more."
What does his voice sound like in the show?
Italian.
No, I think the whole joke with Jimmy Pesto is that he's not.
Shit, I don't know. I've seen
It's like fuck.
I've seen a couple of episodes. I don't know.
He's like, yeah, I was at the
Well,
White
no,
House.
they spotted him. Someone was watching the video, and they went,
Oh,
"Is
Wait
that?
a
no.
second.
Is that? Hold on, I'm pull up his name.
That's hilarious.
That is
Wait a minute.
nuts.
Tony Vincetti.
Jay Johnston.
Oh.
Jay Johnston is his name.
Jonah
Jay
Jameson?
Johnston? Oh, Jay Jonah Johnston?
Yeah. And they're like, "Get the fuck out, dog.
Bro.
Like,
You're
you're
not
fired.
gonna voice
You're never
Jimmy
having
Pesto
a career
Yeah,
again.
ever again."
Yep.
Yikes.
Good.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And you know when I
cannot
found this
feel
out?
bad.
When?
Literally today, because I could look at my phone now, because I saw the
Because you
movie.
saw the movie.
And then I went, "Oh, Jimmy Pesto's. Why is Jimmy Pesto
Trending.
trending here?"
Oh no.
And then you find out why.
Oh,
Why
no.
was hashtag pesto problem trending? Is there an issue with the pasta?
pesto?
With
Yeah.
the, with the
Can we
pasta
not
industry?
get pesto?
I love pasta. So
It's
good.
It's good.
It's so
It's the
good.
best.
Does pesto have like a weird like white thing in it?
It's pine nuts.
Pine nuts. That's what it is. Got it.
Pine nuts.
I don't know. I just, I buy like the pre-made shit that's like in the tube.
My
And
mom
just throw
makes
that, like,
her
on a-
own shit. It's impressive.
I make my own shit.
I'm gonna go.
Good. Now it's just the boys. I make my own
Anyways.
shit too.
Let's go.
Yes.
Anyways.
Let's go, baby.
Any more news?
Lots more. Way more.
Lots more?
Oh.
I've avoided the internet too, because I also haven't emotionally recovered for what I saw the movie on Friday. So I've been avoiding the internet. So I really don't know what's been
painful.
happening either. It was a
Painful.
painful fucking movie, man.
It's painful being on the internet. I'm like, oh.
It is.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Spaghetti.
My emotions.
There's so much wrestling news I need to catch up on.
Oh, goodness
Did
Did
gracious.
you hear the Sammy Guevara?
Yeah. I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
my mom caught me up on that today. I was like,
They bullied Tay Conti out of Twitter.
out of Twitter. She deleted her whole ass Twitter.
Oh. And then Chris Jericho.
In general, Chris Jericho is not just always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Kevin talk about Chris Jericho. We make fun of him all the time.
No Vex. CM Punk.
No, he's the opposite.
I
He's-
know, yeah.
Yeah.
Vax.
Yeah.
No,
Let
please.
it in.
Please Vax.
No drugs, no alcohol.
But vaccines.
Let
But
it in.
vaccines.
Let it in. I read something
Oh, you forgot immediately?
and forgot immediately.
Uh-oh.
There we
I
go.
distracted him.
The mind is
Apologies.
slipping.
It is.
Much like that of Green Goblin.
We a fan of sets?
What?
Set behavior? How
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
act?
oh, okay, yeah.
We're a fan of that.
Yeah.
But what about when someone doesn't act the right
I
way?
hate it.
Exactly.
Boo.
Comedian Jeff Garlin of the show The Goldbergs.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Wow.
He was fired from his job
Good.
Wow.
because wait, hold on,
Oh.
let me finish. He's
Horses,
just
horses.
people were just like, he just acts this way. We don't like it,
Hmm.
and he went, well, I act that way. That's what I do. Like so
Wait,
I
like-
guess I'm out.
Acts as in like he as a person acts on set?
So
Or they're like, I
Nobody's-
don't like how you said that line.
and nobody's come out like and said like, well, this guy's fucking, he's a monster on set.
Good.
He's an asshole. They just went, he's a little inappropriate.
I see.
Like he's just
Look.
out of pocket sometimes.
Okay, look, I'm gonna say, like, if you're someone that, like, is on set and, like, it's your friends and, like, you crack jokes, but, like, it's known that, like, you crack jokes and everyone's comfortable with it, there you go, that's cool.
Yeah.
But, like, if it's, like, a professional set, you're, like, cool with the people, but you're, like coworkers.
Right.
And
Well, it's
like,
also when there was a interview that he did briefly, a statement more like it, and he just went, "It's part of my process to get into character, to like start acting that way."
all right.
Yeah, so it kind of brings to question of when people are assholes on set and they're just like, "Well, it's part of my process." Jared Leto,
Fix your process.
notorious asshole,
Yeah.
Notorious asshole.
What a bitch.
sends condoms and rats to
You
people
can eat my
Yeah.
dick. And
Yeah.
vibrators, by the way, and dildos.
and dildos and shit,
Just
and he
a
just
weird
went,
man.
"Well, that's my process,"
Yeah,
and people just
fuck
went, "That's
Change
cool.
it. Fix your process.
That's cool, I guess."
No, fix your process. Don't
Yeah.
make people uncomfortable so that you could do better.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But see, and then
That's like if like my process was I had to spit on Kayla every
I would
morning
literally
walking the
kill
set,
you.
and I'm like,
I will let
I
you.
need to do this to get in a good mood.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got her blessing to kill you.
I need to slap Joe on the ass every morning before I go to set, or else I'm not
You
in a
mean
Yeah.
you
good
don't
mood.
already do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
he better not. I'm gonna need you ladies to step out for a good 5 minutes.
can I add like punching sound effects like ooh ah
What do you mean? Can you add?
Ooh, ah, ooh.
ah?
There's gonna be stuff going on already. Punch some balsa wood.
Balls.
But yeah.
Wood.
All right, news.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, nobody really knows what he did. It's just like he got fired. Well, fired is a strong word.
He got
He just went.
maternity.
You know
leave.
what? You guys are. You guys have known me for like 8 years, and you guys are gonna bring this up. I'm out. Whatever. I'm
Okay.
still getting that Larry David money.
Who's the guy again?
Jeff Garlin is his name. You will know him when you recognize him.
Is it the chubby guy?
You will
Garland.
know him when you know him.
No. Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
look,
we
man,
said.
if you're gonna
You will know him when you know him.
Yeah.
He also brought up the word vagina. He's like, people have an issue with the way I say vagina.
Vagina.
I went unless it's like.
Vagina.
Unless it's like
ew.
gross. I get like I don't know what the
Never
word
say it
vagina
like
has
that
to
again.
bring it up.
JJ. Says it weird.
Oh, no.
So like,
Vagina.
so say vagina says vaginous.
What's with those vajubals?
No.
That's
Imagine
a fireable offense right there.
Yeah. Vajubals.
Vajubals.
What, you don't like how I say vajubals?
Yeah. Look,
What about the penis?
yeah. It's like I've been married.
What about the pennies?
I've been
Damn it.
married for years. I could say vajubilee.
Yeah. Oh, Jubilee, the superhero X-Men.
Yes. The superhero X-Men.
Yeah. Superman.
No Superman is.
Dang it, Henry Cavill. I love
Yeah.
that man.
He doesn't do anything.
The Witcher
No.
2 came out. Watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
yet.
Now it is.
Could be bad.
I've heard one of the new
No.
songs from it. Kind of fire.
Like a humble bard. No.
More fire.
When the humble bard. Yo,
More
what?
fire.
More fire than toss a coin
More
your Witcher?
fire. I'm
I
not
gotta
kidding.
watch it now.
I
You
haven't
know?
watched it because of reasons, but
Reasons?
I've heard but I've heard the song and the song is.
I also haven't watched it. I literally saw like Netflix went, "Hey,
What that?
there's this." I went, "Cool at Netflix."
Alright, relax.
I get insulted when people recommend things to me, especially when it's an algorithm.
I'm gonna.
It's
Yes.
like fuck you. I'll watch it when I watch it.
don't
That
you-
being said, yeah, I'm gonna
Don't,
watch it.
don't you watch TikToks?
Huh? Yeah.
That's algorithm.
Yeah.
Every swipe, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, that's literally me every. That's why I don't stay on it for long.
Just anger.
Like you know how people are just like, I spend hours on TikTok. I'm like, no, I spend like 2 minutes.
And then you're like, you know me
Oh.
too well, app,
Yeah,
and then you
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
Eat my dick.
I-
So niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So niche.
I keep getting
Alright.
indigenous people,
I
TikTok?
do.
and I'm like, I don't know why.
Send
Because
some.
I went on a break from TikTok for a long time.
Yeah.
Didn't look at it, and then it was just a bunch of like indigenous people, and I went, cool. Now I know a lot about the
Nice.
reservation,
Got it. You're hip to the.
to some of the things from the reservation. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe TikTok's trying to tell me something.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like
You're
maybe,
burdened with those roots.
Yeah.
You're lighten it.
yeah. It's maybe like maybe
That's a
it's
hip
like
term to use.
maybe go do a 23andMe or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
We'll see.
24 and you.
Anyways, Tom Holland.
Oh.
Yes.
Thomas Holland.
He is gonna be famous Hollywood 1930s man, Fred Astaire,
Oh.
in a Fred Astaire biopic.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you mean Tom Holland of Drake Uncharted fame?
Yes.
If you could say the full name, I would say yes.
Uncharted.
Full name of the Drake.
Nathan Drake.
There you go. Yes.
I was at Drake Nathan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drink.
I saw the gears turning.
I thought he wasn't gonna get it for a minute.
Enemies. Got a lot of enemies.
Huh?
Spider-Man.
Get it.
Got a lot of enemies.
He does.
Wait,
But yeah, and what's he gonna look like? I don't know. Fred Astaire. What does Fred Astaire look like?
who knows?
Google it.
Not me.
Google.
Fred.
It's with an
Yeah.
A.
Oh man, I
It's
don't
with
have my
an A.
glasses on, fellas. I can't.
Oh, that guy with the tap dancing?
I could see it.
The
Oh,
jazz singer.
if this man doesn't dance like he did for the Umbrella lip sync, I'm gonna be pissed.
He's gonna.
He's going to.
He's gonna be in little tight booty shorts.
No. He wanted
They
to-
have to.
Did you hear that he wanted to actually do that dance in heels, but he couldn't? Because he's
Yeah,
like, I didn't have
he
enough
went.
time. And I was
He
like,
went so for it, and I'm like,
Good for
oh,
him.
I know.
He's a cool dude.
Oh,
really
you know what? I
is.
can maybe kind of see
I can
it.
see it.
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, right here I can really see it.
Oh yeah.
Boink. There you go.
Yep.
Side by side.
Yeah.
There you go.
He,
They got a similar chin.
they do.
Yep.
Is it the British chin that I was
We
talking
need a
about?
side pro. Give me a Tom Holland side profile.
The British chin. The
Is
crimson
it-
British chin.
There's a. Were you there, Kayla, when we were talking about that?
No.
Or no?
Who
that
was
Jonah?
here? Was it just you and
Oh,
me?
he's got no chin.
Kevin? No, he doesn't have that chin. He doesn't have the.
Man's got like no.
Oh no,
chin.
Rylan was here.
Rylan.
Yeah, and he can confirm to me that like, this was just this was just
The
madness.
Habsburg jaw.
The British incest.
Yeah, it's like
chin.
a genetic defect, like in like higher posh like British society,
I
where there was
see.
like a lot of incest going on. Is like they developed this thing called the Habsburg jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So there's like if you know like a rich British person in like a nice like socialite
And they look like
class, is like, oh, you're rich because you're
And then
incest.
retread from last week, but he said someone looked like that.
And
then I went, well, what does that look like?
I showed them, and they're like, that's not what his chin looks like at all.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was. Oppenheimer? No, it wasn't Oppenheimer.
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy, the guy playing Oppenheimer in the movie,
Yeah.
I think.
And then I said, this guy, Antonio Inoki, actually does have the British incest chin, but he's Japanese, so I don't know how.
He's British, Japanese.
See? Normal chin.
Yeah, that's a normal chin. I don't know what you're talking about.
Now look
Yeah.
up Antonio Inoki. Inoki. I-N
Inoki.
with a K.
Yep, that is the
Longer
chin.
Longer chin, yeah. So yeah, Habsburg jaw.
I mean, look at that one right there.
That one's.
That one looks like he's kinda jutting it
that's
out, though.
something.
That's just his normal thing.
That sure is a face.
Antonio Inoki.
Father of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Father of my kids?
Excuse me?
I guess I'll see myself out.
Right? Like, damn. Christine, are you okay?
No, I'm never
We're
okay.
fine.
Yeah. Well, he said his kids.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. How does this work?
We adopted. Me and Antonio.
What? You didn't
It
tell
was
me?
before you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Before your
He had a very long and complicated relationship with Antonio Inoki.
I don't like to get into it.
It was messy.
It was a messy. It was a messy breakup.
It ended with a steel cage match.
Yeah.
It's so bad he'll pretend that I never existed, and he'll pretend he didn't know me, but like.
And he'll pretend like you'll not know what I'm talking about. It's just,
It's just
Look,
how he copes.
you know,
That's all Antonio.
Art broke up with him and then made a podcast. Antonio broke up with Hark and then made Strong Style Wrestling.
It's
It's
Those
just what
things are like
happens.
20 years apart, but for the sake of comedy,
it's a classic.
For the sake of the
You
bit.
know.
It's a classic boy meet world situation.
yeah. Boy.
I don't
Huh?
know. I don't know.
All
I
right.
was gonna say it's a classic he said she said, but
He said,
He said.
you know.
There was a Thor 4 poster that leaked.
Thor 4, more Thor? Thor
Oh,
4, more Thor?
Wait, why not? Why
Thor
you,
4, more Thor?
The four.
why not just
Thor
4?
more
Four.
Thor.
Why not just 4?
Thor 4, more Thor.
Why are you doing Thor?
4.
Just go 4.
You can tell I was a theater kid
Thor.
because I'm sitting here like, Thor 4, more Thor. Thor 4, more
Wherefore
Thor.
art thou, Thormore?
And then people were like, "Is this real?" And then people went, "I don't think so."
Oh.
And then everybody said, "I don't know."
Ah.
You know what's kind of crazy? I was thinking about this the other day. Remember how people were like, "Look, Marvel messed up. Look what they accidentally released. They put the wrong trailer out." And it's
Yeah.
like that. They probably did that on purpose.
Probably.
Like they do
Oh, you-
purposeful leaks all the time.
They do that.
So
All
like
the
I feel
time.
like today's current generation has like a complex of like besting and like being the smart one and like very like main character. I'm the main character. Look at what I found out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's just like marketing.
Like they also
Yeah.
It's like-
just did it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
look what I
The
learned.
only time I think was an accidental leak was the first time that Tom Holland legitimately like accidentally leaked
That's just
something
Tom
on
Holland
live
being a ditty.
television, and he
But-
was like, "Oh shit!" I think that was the only time where it was like an accidental leak.
They
All
probably
the
got
other
that in
times-
their budget now,
All
where
the
they're
other
like,
times fully intentional.
if they're probably like at this point though, they're like, we get Tom Holland out, he might let something slip. That's fine.
I just realized all the Spider-Man No Way Home leaks were kind of true.
Yeah, and they were all on.
They
purpose.
were. They
Yeah.
all were true, even though everyone was like, "They're deep faked." They all were fucking
Oh,
true.
that was a spoiler. We should not have said that at this point in time.
Censor.
Well, they should
Yeah.
know. They should.
No, I gotta cut it here.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. Ooh. That's a slip up
By the
on my
way.
part. I apologize.
That's a slip of the tip there.
Ladies and gentlemen, as your president, I apologize.
Who would like
I did not have sexual relations with Tom
I'll
Holland.
just bleep that part. I can just. Oh.
I was apologizing. Because you would bleep it, so I'm just apologizing for the bleep.
Okay, that's fair. That is what you said.
Hmm Yeah,
Anywho.
that's straight up what I said.
He did bang Tom Holland
Ladies and gentlemen, I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
with that British man. He's got a nice body.
We slapped a wig on and we called him, what's a female Tom?
Tam.
Tam, yeah.
Tammy.
Tam.
Tammy.
Tamitha. I've met a
Tabitha.
Tamitha.
I almost went Tim.
Tabitha.
Tim?
Tim.
Me and Tim Holland,
Tim Holland.
Tim Holland.
his brother.
Timus Holland.
Tom and Tim.
Tom and Tim. Dude, you gotta be a real fucked up parent. If you're like,
Tom, Tim,
this is
Tim.
Tom. What are we gonna call you? Tim. If
We
there's
had
a
a daughter. What do we call her?
Tam.
Damn.
Tom, Tim, Tam.
But Tom and Tam can't go to like the Midwest because then it's like, hey Tam, what you doing? And they're like, wait, who? Tam.
Which
The
one?
Midwest.
I don't know.
That's more like a Boston.
Hey Tam, what you doing?
Oh, you know what? That's more like a Chicago.
Tam.
Which is the Midwest.
You want it? Yeah.
I did it. I got it right.
We went full circle.
Yeah.
Full
I'm gonna be
circle,
honest with you.
baby.
Most accents sound the same to me.
Yeah.
Howdy, partner. I'm from New York.
Well, except for that one. That one
Sounds the same to me.
one's
Look, if it comes out of a white man's mouth, all I hear is.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
Howdy.
So for most movies, you can't understand a word anybody says. I just look at the pretty pictures.
Wow,
read-
you look at every individual picture.
Yes.
You don't got that critical clicker fusion.
No, I see in stills.
That's beautiful and scary.
Yeah, I should not be allowed to drive.
No.
I
Do you
see
see,
it.
what's your frame rate?
It's it's like the old reels.
Yeah.
Do you have to do this to like live update?
No. It does it on its own.
What's the like frame rate? Like 5 per second?
It's like
That's like
So, like,
3
3.
frames a second.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
yeah.
When I do this, what do you see?
It looks like you almost fucking launched yourself out of your chair.
It's just
Wow.
and black in
But
between.
that wouldn't make sense, because if I move that fast in 1 second, you'll just see me stay still.
Yeah, you are still. I see in stills.
Hold on. If it only updates at 3 frames a second, and I move quicker than what those 3 frames are, because then you'd be seeing in the past still.
We're talking
Yeah.
technical, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not good. You'd still be seeing like when you were a child.
Yeah.
But what you're hearing is different?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
That's dangerous.
Well, we see what you're saying, but you don't.
I don't. No. I'm legally blind.
Joe has had to like learn to ignore his eyes.
Yeah, I'm like Daredevil.
Yeah.
I see in the.
Bro, can you catch a brick?
No, because he's.
We're cutting that out.
I'm gonna bleep
I
it.
couldn't help it. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm gonna bleep it.
We can't. We're gonna jump
Can
into
we
it right
please-
now.
Can we please? I can't hold it back anymore.
We're gonna
Can we
jump
please
into it
jump
now.
into it?
Sorry.
We're gonna jump into it
I
now.
can't hold
That was
it
the last
back.
bit of news. Didn't matter.
Last
Okay.
bit of nudes.
Last bit of. Stop saying that.
Sorry,
Stop saying that.
I got boom.
There's a guy on Twitter who went, man, I could really use a picture of a butt for Christmas. And then Lawrence Sontag went, hey, send this guy some pictures of butts. And then you go to that guy's comment section, all butts.
Good for him.
All butts. Guy butt, too.
Good for him. Maybe you want a guy butt. Who knows?
I don't want a guy butt.
Maybe he wants all butts.
He literally, and then people said, yo, there's like guy butts in here. And he said, I said a butt.
Yeah. Piece of shit.
Don't assume.
Yeah. And as far as I'm concerned,
Did you just throw shit at
I
me?
flicked it at you. No, I snapped it at you. Sorry.
What'd you call me?
Snap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, snap.
Where did it even
Sorry, I
go?
grew up.
I don't know. Also there.
Oh,
I'll catch it. Throw it at me.
no.
What was that?
No, because you're not a good lawyer.
Watch. I'm a good lawyer.
He went like that.
I did not go like that.
There you go.
Something like that.
You didn't catch it, you shit lawyer.
I'm a good lawyer now. Look, what? Like this? You snap it. You just. Oh, still there. Hold on.
Yo, you gotta do is snap it.
Yeah. Oh,
Snap it. Yeah.
My fingers are sweaty.
Your fingers are
You gotta
sweaty.
snap it. Hold on. You gotta snap it. Hold on. You gotta
I
snap
I
it.
got it.
Hold on.
Sorry, babe. What were we talking about?
Christina's getting hit
We're
more than
moving
I am,
on
and
to
I'm like
the,
really the main target. Like,
Magic,
what the hell
Magic
is this?
Spider and
You're
the
welcome.
and the.
Thank you.
We're moving on to every white person's favorite movie now, and every Mexican and African American.
and
This is the
Asian.
whole world's favorite movie.
And Asians.
I'm not gonna say that.
What?
I'm kidding.
You know.
Everyone's favorite movie.
I knew someday he'd be canceled.
I've been waiting for
It
it.
was only a matter of time.
Did it hit you in the dick?
No, hit me right here.
Oh.
Hit me here, bounced off, and then
Beautiful.
fell down. Yeah. This is Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man gets
You can't
canceled.
hit me.
Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man gets canceled.
No home or no way home.
No.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Spider-Man, no home.
Oh.
Did you get paint on your shoulder?
No shit. Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Beats me. I don't know.
Someone
I
beat
don't
you with a paint
remember.
stick.
I was probably painting something, and then I'm a dumbass, and I went, oh, I'm gonna lean here, and then I went,
What's on the TV? Harry Potter. Whoa.
One time when I was in
Yeah.
elementary school, they had like blue tape around the thing and said like a big X, and I went, I don't recognize your shit. I don't recognize your authority. And I leaned on it and I went, oh, it's because of the paint.
Wait, so we're talking about the Hispanic Spider-Man movie? No way, Holmes.
You stepping over the line, woman. You stepping over the line. You stepping over the line, woman.
Are we talking about the British one, Spider-Way Sherlock Holmes?
You stepping over the line, woman. We're gonna have to straighten you out.
That's impossible, honey.
because that movie would be No Way Homo.
Well,
No Way Homo? Is that what you said?
I said because that movie would be No Way Homo.
I can't say that, you know.
I
That's
can,
your
though.
joke. That's your joke to make, not mine.
It's mine. My time has come.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man gets canceled.
No way.
I
Holmes.
loved this movie.
Why are you calling it Spider-Man gets canceled?
Because he gets
Because he
canceled.
gets canceled, and then he
Oh,
can't
you're
go
right.
to college.
Oh, you're
He
right.
literally
You know-
gets canceled.
You know, there's a running
Hold on, are
running
we
joke.
spoiling right now?
We are all spoilers.
This is
Everything,
all
all
spoilers.
spoilers.
Yeah, it's all
From
gonna
the
be spoilers,
get-go,
so
there's no-
be ready.
you know.
But if you don't feel like watching the movie and you're not a Marvel person, we'll just summarize it.
nah, go watch
So-
it.
There
Don't
you
do
go.
that.
Wow.
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
it's kind of. This is kind of the
Watch it.
wrong podcast to be
Yeah.
listening if
Don't
you
you
if you're
dare
not a.
keep listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, so true.
Go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, like if they don't watch it, but they still like want to know,
Who?
they,
Fuck they.
the GP, the general population.
Fuck them.
You looked at me like I said the bad thing.
That is a bad thing.
We're all like,
GP?
what the fuck you're saying?
Yeah.
The
I'll
general
say-
public also, sorry,
Fun
not general
fact, when
public.
I saw this movie with my best friend, and we saw Homecoming first together, and she made fun of me because she's like, Cayla, you loved Tony Stark and did Akadeka and band as a high schooler. You're basically Peter Parker. And I said, shut the fuck up. And then in the second one, he was weirdly into the Black Dahlia. And then she said, oh my god, Cayla, you're just like Spider-Man. In this one, he didn't get into college. And so then I was want to be like, oh, look at him, just like Spider-Man.
Yep.
I couldn't get into college.
Much like Spider-Man,
And
you
what
also
if-
like women.
And I would have also broken the multiverse to get into college when I was 17. I would've
But
done
you
it.
also would have
would've
forgotten
done
to call. Forgotten to call.
Literally the first thing.
I like how, but
most
like favorite thing
definitely.
is that like it's like he's 17. He doesn't know that he could do that.
You
He's
don't
like,
know that.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
They can't appeal. Like oh.
I know.
Yeah. He can't just go like, hey. They probably wouldn't have accepted him anyways.
No, but you gotta try.
They
Yeah.
wouldn't have.
Just like, hey.
Maybe like a diversity thing. Like you're a mutant.
No,
I
he
don't
isn't.
think that counts.
I think in the Marvel universe, like the comics and the greater thing, he is technically not a mutant.
What would he be considered?
He's just a, like an
fucking
like
accident.
yeah, like a superhero.
Hey, I could be a diversity pick if it's for
I
accidents.
mean, me
Yeah.
too.
Mutants are specifically people who have
Oh wow.
the X gene,
Oh,
and he did not have it.
like CM Punk.
Sure. Anyways,
Or
shall we
Exhibit.
shall we go through the plot?
Exhibit
Or Vin Diesel.
Triple X.
Yeah.
His is like he
Yeah.
needs two other dudes to do.
Or
it.
any porn star. Triple X.
He's just mentioning things with the letter X.
Yeah.
This is
I'm trying to move on, fellas. I'm doing my best to keep this show going.
No.
He's still thinking. He's still thinking.
It's out. It's out.
Stop
No.
it.
And the last thing I thought in my head was xylophones, but that's out.
That's
It's an X.
I've always wanted to play the xylophone.
They're easy.
fun.
It's like big piano.
I played one in band.
I bet you did. I bet you played the Glockenspiel.
No, I played the French horn. Fuck you. No, it's more like, you know.
Scary. It sounded like someone put rocks in the laundry machine.
That's what we do here. You ever see those like balls with rocks in it that you put in the washing machine and they're like
Nope.
No.
it's like bullshit detergent where they're like, look, it cleans your clothes
It
with
heals your clothes.
it cleans your clothes with energy.
What? Did you have a clothes that has a tear on it? Throw some rocks
Oh
in
no,
it.
it's terracotta balls. Terracotta balls. People would put those in like their washing machine.
Okay.
Isn't that just isn't terracotta clay?
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you
It's
just-
like bullshit holistic stuff that like it just takes advantage of like people that are into like holistic medicine. and then they're like, sold them like a fucking plastic ball full of rocks and tell them it cleans their clothes. And someone did a test, and it's like, these are as clean as they would be if you just put them with water. There you go.
Interesting.
Anyways, the plot of the movie.
SPIDERMAN.
Break it down. We're gonna break it down from the start
Oh,
to the end.
yes.
To the best of our recollection, you saw it Friday.
I saw it Friday, and every
I saw
moment
it
of it is
Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Like about
A few hours ago.
3:45. What did I do?
3:25. 6 hours ago.
Yeah.
So
I'm fresh off the block.
We're fresh off.
Y'all are the freshest.
Yeah.
I'm.
Today.
Yeah. So the movie
How did this
opens-
movie open?
It
opens when the
this-
last one ends.
Yeah, basically.
It does.
That's where it starts, and then
And Marvel's version of InfoWars opens up the show.
yeah, seriously.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Fucking Sam Smith? No.
Sam.
Michael
Chemicals in
and-
the water.
And Jones. Sam Jones? Michael Jones.
The chemicals
It's
in the
gotta be
water.
Jones, right? It's Jones?
Turn the freaking Spider-Man gay.
They turned. They put chemicals in the spiders that turn our freaking population gay. Sam Jones. Mike Jones.
I'm gonna give you two more.
Mike Jones, Sam
You're,
Jones. Sam
dude,
Jones,
you're
Mike Jones.
really close. The Jones part's correct.
Kinda.
Alex Jones. No, what do you mean kinda? Jones is right.
Oh, I thought you were doing J. Jonah Jameson.
No, Alex Jones.
No, Alex Jones. Turn the freaking frogs gay.
But they put radioactive water spider in the water. Make all our Peter Parker
They put
gay.
chemicals in the water. Turn our freaking
Yeah.
Spider-Man gay.
And
So
then
that's essentially who he is though, like the same setup too. It's like
It's so funny. I love it.
it's great.
I think
Yeah.
it's the best modernization of the Daily Bugle,
Yeah.
but also that it also implies that Peter Parker would be like a film kid now instead of just a photography kid where he
Yeah.
has to go out
Yeah.
with the like DSLR and
Yeah.
try to get video of
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah. He has to
Funniest
get like
shit to me.
B-roll. and,
So
like,
funny.
well,
to
what's
me.
weird is that this one has shown like no photography.
no.
You
Probably
know?
he's gonna
That
do it
is
in the
true.
next one.
Yeah, probably in the next
If
one
they
because
get
he's
the
Are they
next
doing
one.
a next one?
Well,
They
they have
are.
to win. They have to win the custody battle. Sony and Marvel have to win the custody battle between Spider-Man. Right?
or they could just keep working.
Who gets
together.
him on the weekends?
Exactly. So they have to figure that out, and then they have to redo their contract with Tom Holland and be like, "Hey, man, will you come back and do another 3 movies?"
That's done.
They did it.
They did it. He agreed.
He agreed.
Oh,
Tom
buddy,
Holland agreed?
I am
Mhm.
strapped in and I'm
Give
ready
more
to
money.
go. I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
ready. I'm so
See,
ready to
we're-
cry some more.
We brought this up, I think, 2 weeks ago when he said, "I don't want to be Spider-Man forever."
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
And then, like a week later, they went, "We got 3 new ones with him coming out."
And he's like,
and then he went,
they're titled Spider-Man Forever.
"Yeah." And then he went, "That's right. I was just playing them for money."
Yeah.
Because again,
Look,
if he just went like,
smart.
Smart.
if he just went, "I don't want to do it," and then truly didn't want to do it,
Yeah.
he
wouldn't
could
have done
walk
it.
out.
Yeah, he could.
He fulfilled his contractual obligation.
Well, that and he's still so young. I think he could still do 3 more Spider-Man movies and then still have many
He could
years.
age into it, I guess. Like as like they progress the character, it ages with him. But you know, I feel like actors at some point don't want to do that a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford, he's like a fringe case where it's like he wants to be.
Yeah. Well, there's some
At
people
like
that
93.
there's some
Yeah.
people
Like,
that
yeah, I
holy
want to
shit.
be fucking
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones dies with me.
yeah. There's some people who just want to be the character.
Yeah.
Like that's how like fucking what's his name? Spock.
Oh, Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah. He just wanted to be Spock forever.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I will be Spock." And then in the shows they just went, "Well, yeah, you could be in it because your character technically lives to be like 1,000."
You're ancient
Yeah. And you're like 763, G.
in real life.
Yeah.
No.
I-
No.
Do you wish humans could age like elves from
No.
Lord of the Rings?
No,
It'd be the
I don't
same.
wanna
It's
live
just
that
our
long.
perception
Scale
would
different,
change.
you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I'd want it.
I don't want to live that long.
I'd want to be an elf in this world.
I'm already tired and I'm 21.
I wanna- I'm of the same boat. I just want to wrap this up.
I'm already exhausted. I can't.
I want to live long enough to watch the Earth implode.
Bestie, you're the only one who's gonna be there. The rest of us are like
I want to see it.
done.
I want to be floating in space watching the Earth go.
That's nice.
Like in Doctor
I'm
Who.
I
gonna
want to
clock
see
out
the
at
universe.
40.
I want to see the last star die out from heat death,
And then just float through space.
and then my existence will be meaningless. I want to see it all, cover to cover.
Anyway, so the plot of this
And then you
movie-
just
I know.
grab a star and or like grab a
we
grab
didn't
some
get
mass,
into it.
grab
So
some matter,
anyways,
clash
Collider.
them together.
I'm the super
They
collider.
really said we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Look, we'll get to it.
Really?
There's a
They-
reason
Kayla's
this
wearing
thing's-
a shirt with the chemicals, germanium,
Okay, listen.
nickel, uranium, and sulfur, and it spells out genius.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Fuck you, man. You're just jealous 'cause I'm smarter than you.
Whatever, Parker.
You wanna fucking go? I'll fucking kill you.
I'm Flash Thompson, loser.
Yeah, okay.
Except that it's interesting what they're doing with Flash Thompson in this one.
I kind of like what they're doing with Flash Thompson.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
really
a cool
like it a
new
lot.
way to go.
I think he looks like a person we know, and I don't like him.
Person we know?
I think he looks like. Go ahead and bleep the name out. You know this right.
Oh, he does.
I don't know that
And I don't like that guy.
I don't know
That's
that
fair.
person. Well, I don't think you're supposed to like Flash that much either.
Yeah.
My theory is that Flash, like...
But there's a different, more personal hate.
Do you think he's gonna get the symbiote?
No, I think that
At the
Flash... No, I think that Flash Thompson is going to be Peter Parker's only friend by accident. I think
I'm
that'd
gonna
be
get
really
real
funny.
upset if the only person who remembers Peter Parker
Is Flash
No,
Thompson?
not that. Not that
No,
Flash
like,
remembers
becomes his
him,
friend?
but becomes his friend, and Peter Parker is
No,
like so depressed that
they
he's just
might.
like, I guess this is my
I-
life now.
I think that he's not gonna be depressed. I think he's going.
Are you
I-
kidding?
I think
This
he's
is- no, no, no.
upset. He's
I think
upset.
but I
This
think
is
he's
the
he's
angriest.
accepted.
change. I
This
think
is
he's
the
accepting change.
angriest. This is the angriest Spider-Man we've seen because none of the other Spider-Men have had such a raw line like "I'm gonna kill you because I killed her because you killed her."
Yeah, they have.
No,
Yeah,
not like that though.
Mr. McGuire himself.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know, man. This one was
He
different.
pushed a guy. He's like, remember when you killed my uncle?
He literally killed a man.
It was a different vibe though.
It was
He-
a different time.
It was a
He-
different vibe.
He
though.
stalked
It
the man.
was.
He took his mask off to
He
kill
that is
someone.
and made him
You know
look
that
him
is
in the
true.
eyes
And
and,
he's
then
like-
killed him.
He's all like,
That is true.
he's like, you remember
Killed
my
his
uncle's
uncle.
You remember my uncle's name? His name was Ben, and he was a good guy.
Yeah,
And then pushes him off a thing,
that is true.
And he dies.
and then he dies.
And get you for 10 minutes.
Anyways,
3
I think
minutes.
he's gonna be an angry
Bone saw is
Spider-Man.
ready.
I think that's where we're going. It's just a very angry Spider-Man.
I got you in here for 3 minutes.
We like skipped
3
to the very
minutes to
end. Of the
turn your
movie.
life.
I know,
into
yeah.
a
I was
thing.
like,
So, anyways, the
I
rest
could
of the
say so
plot
much.
of the
That's a
movie
nice costume that your boyfriend make it for you.
goes as
It's-
And then he flips and then sticks
Yeah,
to the cage.
and it's like, hey, cool, it's Spider-Man. Be accepting of
Hey,
his
Joe.
lifestyle if it is like that.
hey Joe, why are we talking about Tobey Maguire?
Oh, we were gonna
Anyway,
get to-
so we should get through the plot of this movie.
yeah, he's canceled.
So, well, no, don't
Tobey
skip
Maguire?
that part. So then, no, God.
I
So
know.
then Tom
Well, he's a
Holland,
joke in real life, but
so
not
then-
canceled.
Tom
He's not
Holland
that much
and
of a
MJ
jerk.
shoot through the city
He's a jerk
because
in
they're
real
getting
life. He's a jerk
mobbed. I'm doing
yeah,
my
How
best
about
here.
I'm listening.
Thank you, Christina.
You're welcome.
Let
He's
him
a-
live his life.
So then, anyways, Tom Holland and MJ shoot through the city now. MJ does not like web slinging.
But I think we
find
gotta
out.
go through the plot faster than scene
Yeah.
by scene because it's
Okay.
gonna be too much.
Yeah.
Anyways, so then he gets
Broad
his,
strokes.
he
Broad
gets
strokes.
his murder charges off with his best lawyer. Guess
Daredevil.
who? Matt Murdock. He's a good lawyer because he catches bricks that fall through windows.
They were all way too chill.
He would have broke his hand if he
Yeah.
caught
Yeah.
a brick for real.
To be fair, they've seen a lot weirder.
He's not a superhuman though,
That's
so he
true.
would have broke his hand.
A blind lawyer catching a brick.
Yeah.
They've seen purple fucking aliens.
I would have
killed
been like,
half the universe.
I would have been like,
I would have been like, "Are you faking it?"
I'm like
Yeah.
this motherfucker lying.
I don't know. I think I would have had too much on my. If I was in that room, I would have had too much on my mind
Yeah.
to be like, "That's his business." So you're saying the charges were dropped
So
Yeah.
biggest thing that next happens, they can't get into college
Because-
it's
of these like
controversial.
controversies
Because they are
behind them.
canceled.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
So then Peter decides to go to Doctor Strange and go, "Is there any way you can fix this?" And Doctor Strange goes, "Yes, we can make everyone forget you're Peter Parker." And then Peter Parker goes,
Wait.
"Because some people still remember," in the middle of Doctor Strange casting the spell.
and he keeps changing it over and over again,
over and over
then
and over
it
again,
goes
and then it
crazy.
blows up, and then it shrinks back down because he condenses it
It goes
into a
crazy.
little
You know
gem
that
cube.
there was a part in that where Steven went, "Oh, this is why I'm not Sorcerer Supreme."
Yeah.
Yep.
I leaned to Joe and
Most
went.
definitely.
I was like, I bet Doctor Strange is actually Wanda in disguise.
Oh my God! Shut the. Fuck
I didn't
up.
even process it.
Yeah.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
I really thought it was gonna be someone else. He was way too eager to hop on and
I
change
liked,
reality.
I liked
Way
your
too
theory
good.
because that was your theory for a long time.
That what?
Doctor Strange wasn't Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's
The
I
same
was
way that
thinking
Nick
he was
Fury
like-
wasn't Nick Fury that whole fucking time.
He
in
was
Far
a
From
Klingon.
Home.
Close.
A
Sure,
Xanadu.
buddy.
He
Sure,
was a
buddy.
Skrull.
I said a Kroll.
Sure, buddy.
He's a Nick Kroll.
Yeah.
Nick
the-
Fury is Nick Kroll in disguise.
By the way,
Plot twist.
if you look at most celebrities come from rich families. So those who look humble are not.
That's true.
Nick
Where'd
Kroll
that-
apparently comes from a
The
wealthy
way
family.
this
Where'd that
movie
come
could
from?
have ended in
Where'd that
2
come from?
seconds.
TikTok.
Okay.
If
Where they
Peter
went, here are all the
seriously
people
would've
you think
just
are humble.
Yeah.
From the
Every-
get
Literally,
Yeah,
like,
everybody
these are
forget
all
about
their rich
Mysterio
families.
Instead of him.
Yo.
Isn't that
See,
the
but
point
that's
of
why he
humility,
didn't
though?
get into college.
I don't know what the point of humility is.
The point of humility is that like you're not a braggart about where you came from or what you have. So that's the point of
He
being
ain't
humble.
that smart.
They're having a thing.
What happened?
Because I was like, the way this movie would have ended in 5 minutes if Peter would have just been like, hey,
Okay.
Strange, can the world forget who Mysterio is?
And then I said that's why he didn't get into college.
That's why he didn't get an MIT.
He wasn't that smart.
Harry was like, "Hey, you want to work for me in my universe?"
Norman.
Norman.
Oh,
Norman
Harry's his
Osborn.
son.
Harry's
Mhm.
his son.
He tried
Also
to kill.
dead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of fucked up. You know, he
That
saved the
is
dad,
so
killed
funny.
the son. Wait, what happened to those universes now?
They're probably fixed.
Well, that my thing with Doc Ock is, you know, this like there's that split second with Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2 where he comes back to being, you know, Otto Octavius, and he's like he goes down with the machine and with the sun. So I think that's what happened. Is he got blitzed back inside his universe, and he was the good guy, and he went, you know what? I'm just gonna. This is the
But
only
yeah,
way it's gotta
But
be.
if Norman Osborn survived earlier in that point in time,
he probably wouldn't have gone to
put
that point.
would he have hopped to that, or is that just like now different?
Oh no, because it was the
I don't
points
know.
in time right before
I think
their
They,
that's
dad
they all
kind of-
died. Yeah. So it was. They all described the exact point. I think it was Doc Ock was when he had Spider-Man by the throat.
Which
Yeah.
is before he turns back
Like,
into
right
Otto.
before he gives him like the big speech, like "You
Mhm.
are my hero" or whatever the fuck. he
I
says.
forgot. I don't think Norman ever said though what his moment was.
No, he never did. But because his moment was more malicious.
I think I think his moment is more
She was
like
on the toilet.
the split. No, like the
No.
split second where like the glider's going towards him and he goes, "Uh-oh." I think that's the moment he comes back to
Stabs
the
him in the
universe.
dick. That glider stabs him in the dick.
I don't know. It hits him in the sternum,
Hits him in the dick.
It's not the sternum.
the groin.
It's like here.
It's low.
Yeah, I don't think it's the dick. I think it's like right about like the. What's his name?
Are
Norman?
we really gonna Google did Norman Osborn get stabbed in the dick?
I'm just gonna look up Norman Osborn death,
Okay.
Yeah.
like from the first original one.
2002. 2002.
movie.
2002 movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I did that. Tweeter.
That's the dick.
No, but it's like.
No, that's the dick. Look at follow the abs. That's the dick.
I will.
I'm gonna say it's. If
I'm
it's
gonna
not
stand by Marvel and say they would not have a man die by being stabbed.
as
in the
discussed
dick.
on today's podcast, Norman Osborn died via glider to the dick. And
Alright,
there's
this is a fucking podcast where
Yeah.
you just say anything. All right, we make up shit all the time.
we do.
I mean, we have
I'm
the
not even
evidence right
real.
here. We have the pictures of Spider-Man right in front of us.
I'm just it's cut off so you can't see exactly where it's stabbed. Because isn't it also
It's
like
the
two
dick.
pronged
It's two pronged.
and it's on the
That is
side,
true.
so it's not gonna actually hit him in the
That
dick.
is true. I just like to think that though.
That's fine. You can think it.
Okay. Anywho's, so the spell gets real big fucked real fast.
That's like my favorite
and
ska
then,
band.
and then Doctor Strange goes, "Did you try to just like appeal?" And then Peter Parker went, "You can do that." And Doctor Strange kicks him out of the Sanctum Sanctorum.
I'm surprised he himself did not go. Hey, before you do this,
Did you do
you
everything?
appeal?
So Doctor Strange is just
That's
as
why-
dumb as Peter
I was like,
Parker.
he's too
Yeah.
eager to be doing this. So I was
Yeah.
like, there's gotta be something
It was
funky
literally
going on.
he went. Is there something? He didn't immediately go. Wait, did he?
Did he?
Can you
No.
can you make people forget?
It was his idea.
Well, I guess it was just
No,
one
it
of
was
those
Doctor
things.
Strange's idea. Peter Parker
Yeah.
just said, "Is there any way you can fix it?" And
Oh
Doctor
yeah, because he
Strange
threw a
said,
party.
What?
Doctor Strange threw a party, and then he went, "Do you remember this party?" And then you went, "No."
Yeah,
And then you went, "Exactly."
Yeah,
So it was,
exactly.
it was Strange's idea.
it was
Yeah.
It was all Strange's idea. So honestly,
Well, Peter was like, you got like the time stone? He's like, fuck that dog. I don't
He
got
was
that.
like,
"No,
Let's
I'm
go
not."
back in time and fix it.
Yeah. He's like, you
Yeah.
want me to mess with the fabric of reality?
But the
You know what?
multiverse.
No, I'll mess with the fabric of reality
Yeah.
and all of the other
Literally,
realities.
man's too eager to mess with the fabric of reality. Anyway,
I also like that he didn't just went like you know like as he's fucking doing the thing, and then Peter keeps adding the thing. He just goes, "Wait, hold on, cancel this before it gets too wild."
I
Let's
think
bring
that's
it
the
down.
issue is like, why didn't he like preface?
Yeah.
There's a
He-
lot of negligence going on.
He
here,
just
alright?
straight up went, "All right, we're gonna fucking make sure nobody knows." Then he went, "Wait, hold on.
they were
hold
two
on."
halves of one brain cell, but they couldn't get it together to actually.
They were the
come
wrong
up with a
halves.
good-
They were both the left brain.
Yes, yes.
It's like when me and Kayla go out to go get snacks.
and to go get gas,
And get
and
gas.
you leave my fucking gas tank
Yeah.
open, and some dude has to pull over and be like, "Your gas tank."
He didn't
is
pull
open."
over. He
And then
as
we
we were
forgot
driving.
to get water, and then we forgot to get water,
Yeah.
and then we came back, and everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Don't send us to do stuff.
Don't send us to do
Don't
stuff.
send
We
us to
forget
do
too much.
things.
We're
We
two
need
ADHD
handlers.
riddled adults.
We need handlers, is what we need.
I got mine right here.
I'm a
My
free
caretaker.
agent, baby.
I'm too stubborn for a handler.
To what?
For someone to handle.
Let's be
Stubborn?
real. You're
Yeah.
our handler.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
How can
Not at
someone
all.
be a handler while they're
Well, they have their own.
He's
Well,
the
they're
calming
hanging out.
force. No,
Yeah.
you're like the calming force. You know.
A force is the right word. Calming is not.
How do you? How does you see Joe
Definitely less
as a
chaotic
calm
than
force?
us. Well, not calm. Less chaotic, I suppose. A grounding.
That's a low bar
Grounding.
to set for
no,
us.
grounding. That. I'm fucking working with it. Alright, I'm doing my best to describe these things. I'm trying to
We're a-
describe.
I'm gonna say
we're a high bar of chaos.
I'm gonna say
It's bad.
if we're somewhere
Mhm.
and then someone goes, get this, I will go. I will get that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me and you are like a multiverse of
We're like,
madness.
yeah, we'll go get that, and then we come back and we're like, we found cookies, and it was like, dude, you were literally asked to go get batteries, and we're like, fuck, really?
Yeah.
Guess I'll go
yeah,
back.
we did forget. Yeah.
So we're that kind of. We're that kind of. Anyways, so then
The
Tom
spell
Holland.
is botched.
Spell botched.
Well, the spell is in a cube
and it
now.
lets in.
It's in a
Well,
cube.
again, we gotta go.
We
further.
don't know that.
Broader strokes.
So
no,
then-
we do know that, but
Broader
it's
strokes.
broader strokes.
Broader strokes.
And then
He goes to talk to the admissions guy, and then
No,
the
broader
villains.
broader strokes. Hold on. So after this spell
Yeah, and
fucks
then
up,
the villains show. I'm getting to the part
villains
where the
come-
villains show up.
Hold on. Hold on. So it goes from the spell messing up, and then that lets out all the villains.
Yeah.
And
from
then,
the different
Yeah,
universes.
there's Doc
Well,
Ock,
specifically, it's everybody who knows from
who
all
Spider-Man is.
from all the
Spider-Man
realities
is Peter
who
Parker.
Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so there's Doc Ock, Electrode.
Question about Electro.
Yeah.
Does he
Electrode.
does he know Peter Parker?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I-
think he
Amazing
revealed-
Spider-Man
gets
He had a
Who
weird
is-
flirty thing with the Andrew
He was
Garfield.
he was obsessed with him.
Yeah.
So
Like
then, but he doesn't know Peter Parker's Spider-Man though, right?
No, I
He
think
does.
at the like before the end, like he does find out.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is one
He's
of those
demasked.
that's I blank out on a lot
Yeah.
because the
He
one
d-
I've seen the least.
He fights him demasked at one point.
He does,
Oh, okay.
but he was originally Electro was obsessed with Spider-Man. Like he was a
Oh, got
nerd.
you.
Oh,
He fell in the thing
Yeah.
Of electric eels.
of electric
electric
eels, as they
eels.
like to bring up
Okay, yeah.
constantly.
Yep.
I think
Yeah,
they were
that was
making
the
fun of
joke.
it. I think they were
Because it
making
was
fun
stupid.
of it.
They were like,
Yeah.
we understand the Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't great.
I felt so by the end of it. I just felt bad for Andrew Garfield.
yeah.
So I was like,
Seriously.
stop. I know.
But he did redeem himself in this
He's
movie,
like,
I
yeah.
think.
Yes.
He
He's all like-
he had the
he's like-
killed
he's
it
like-
in this movie.
Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. I guess I'm Spider-Man 3.
I guess I'm Spider-Man 3.
I
Alright, I
got
get it. I
And
get
then
it.
he's
I'm
like-
the worst.
And
I
then
get
he's
it.
like, I'm so lame. And then Tobey Maguire's like, don't say
Hey,
that.
you're
amazing.
I love that.
And he's
It's
like,
so
thanks,
stupid.
man. I really needed to hear that. I loved how Tobey Maguire was everyone's dad. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's...
Yeah.
Literally looked like everybody's
Yeah.
dead too.
Yeah.
That my mom said, isn't he the same age as me? And I went, oh, shit. That's right.
Yeah.
I think he
We
is.
have young parents too, though.
I have... Yeah, that's true.
But, Toby.
Tobey
Mm.
Maguire.
Maguire.
I'm pretty sure...
It's right there. It's right there. It's with an A. Maguire.
He's not Russian, Irish. He is 46.
46.
Oh, so he is. Oh.
My mom's 10 years older than him.
Wow.
Is this from the movie or is this art? This
That's
is art.
from the. That's art.
No, but they did have a
I think
kind
that's
of...
art of the movie.
It's like art of the movie.
Wait, no, but then Tom Holland's photoshopped in.
This is from the second Spider-Man movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did
that
they
is
like
true.
recreate it?
No, that they're just like shitty
That's fair.
concept
I
characters.
liked also the new Spider-Man suit they got at the end. Going back to the roots.
His the one he made on his cute little sewing
On his
machine.
little sewing machine, yeah.
Because he's broke now.
Yeah.
No, it broke my heart because
It made me so sad.
no, like I okay. So the reason why is because he can't put on Tony Stark's like
That is
suit
true.
anymore because like the Stark
Industries.
That
industry
is true.
doesn't
Is
know
that-
who he
I
is
do-
anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize until like 2 hours later.
You
and
know-
I started
Wow.
crying
And-
again.
You know what really broke me was the Count Dooku from the Death Star in the first movie. Him
That
putting down
was
his...
Emperor
That's when I
Palpatine.
started
Emperor
bawling.
Emperor
Palpatine.
Bawling.
Emperor
Emperor
Palpatine.
Palpatine.
Whatever. I started bawling. I started...
Oh, look at this fucking Dukas.
Also him. What is that? Baby Yoda.
Oh,
That's-
fuck off.
I just dropped the baby Yogas, alright?
All right. What else did he do? Talking about Happy was
Yeah.
really sad too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I was like,
How you know her? Spider-Man.
Dude,
I know
cried.
through
Whole
Spider-Man.
last
I
15
know.
minutes just sobbing.
Sobbing.
Very sad.
Absolutely
Yeah.
crying.
All right.
And then I was sitting there like, what if my freaking friends forgot me? And I texted all my friends.
Anyway.
Not you guys, because I knew I was going
Alright.
to see you guys.
All the
For
villains
the
show up,
record.
and then he's doing a Scooby-Doo type quest.
He's gotta-
13,
Yeah.
13 goes to Scooby-Doo,
Yes.
where he's got to
Where
round
he's
them
gotta
all up,
Scooby-Doo this shit.
and
Put 'em
then
in a
fucking
cage.
put him in a cage. And then he realizes that all of those people that he rounded up, which is Electro,
Croc. Killer Croc.
Lizard.
Oh.
Killer
Killer
Croc
Croc
is
is DC.
Batman.
Fuck, you're right. I
You
was
said it in the theater, and I went, he'll bring it up later, and I will bring it up
I
then.
kept going crocodile.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was one part when I heard someone from, the guys to the left of us,
Yeah.
where you said crocodile, he's like, and then I heard one of them say, he's a lizard.
Oh, crocodile.
He's like, that's a crocodile.
Crocodile.
Hey, that's
anyway.
not a knife.
Hey,
So anyways,
Lizard, a Doc Ock,
Sandman.
Sandman.
Bum, 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 bum,
5.
bum, bum.
They
I like
couldn't-
how Sandman was helping him too, like
At
the
the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was like, did him and like Toby have like a heart to heart at that
Yes.
point?
Yeah.
At the,
But
was
like
at
he
the
dies
end of
in
the
that
movie.
like
that's what tripped me up, because it's like they all were picked up right before they
Yeah.
died fighting Spider-Man, but that wasn't like the condition of the spell. It's everybody who knew
who Spider-Man
Mhm.
is.
Spider-Man is, and he knows who Spider-Man
It just
is.
so happened to be
Yeah.
that they found out before they died
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
battle with
Who
Spider-Man.
was that guy in the Spider-Man?
No, like
with
the
Tobey
actual.
Maguire? Like who was he? Like he was.
He
like,
was
in
the guy who
relation-
actually killed Uncle Ben, the real guy.
Got it. And then so Toby had to like let it go. Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Toby.
Peter.
Toby himself.
Yeah.
They're like, it's
Uh,
time for you to let
Peter
it go.
too.
Yeah,
So anyways,
My Peter one.
yeah.
he gets all the villains
He's not
together.
Peter one too,
Mhm.
but yeah,
He gets all the villains
Yeah.
together, and then he's like, "It's not fair to send them back to die, so we gotta fix them."
yeah,
And
he
then
tries
Doctor
to fix
Strange says
No, and then they go for like a cool fight in like the fractal world.
him. Pretty cool fight.
And
It
geometry.
was awesome.
Geometry.
Geometry, math.
This is a Fibonacci code or whatever.
Oh my god.
He said like
A Giuseppe's.
and Dula Spire,
Yeah.
a Giuseppe
Giuseppe
Spire,
heel?
I
Yeah.
have no
Monster
idea.
Giuseppe
I'm
heel.
bad
That's
at
the
math.
monster shoe.
It's
whatever
that
it
golden
was.
spiral.
That's the
I don't. That doesn't
It's a-
clarify
it's
a
a- like
goddamn
a-
thing.
It's
like
the
a-
golden spiral.
Archimedes spiral.
Yeah.
Arkham Spiral.
Occam's
Arkham
Occam's
spiral.
razors.
It's a Chekhov spiral. You bring up a spiral, you have to use it.
Yeah.
Oh no, hold on.
But they fight.
Deus Ex spiral.
They fight, and he wins.
And takes
The cube,
ring.
the
The
cube,
ring
Oh,
the
the
cube
ring.
and the ring
Because that's
to trap him
important.
there.
That's important.
Oh yeah, Ned's there. He got a ring now. He got the sling ring.
He can do
Yeah.
the.
I think, if I remember correctly, because in this movie Ned has magic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think in Doctor Strange, the movie, they bring up the fact that everybody has magic in them. It's just if you're willing to, like,
Do the work.
do the work and practice it.
I like that world. That I could do that if I could live in that world.
Yeah.
I would.
It takes
nice.
years. It takes like a long time to do it, and some
Meanwhile,
people have
Ned
a
is over
stronger
here like
affinity for
Yeah.
it. But
I would dedicate as
And
much
it's like
time
close
as
it,
I
close
could
it.
to
He's
Yeah.
like, I can open
because
it, I
there
can't
was a
close it.
guy in that
Oh,
Doctor
close it.
Strange movie who was actually the guy Paco from Blood In Blood Out. That
God
movie
damn
we're
it.
just watching right now.
Yeah, yeah. What? Who is he?
He's the guy
Paco.
that Doctor Strange asks, "Hey, you were a paraplegic and now you can walk," and he goes, "That's because I went to this place and I did magic there."
I see. Wow.
Because
That's
and then he
Paco?
went, yeah, and then he went, "Well, everybody can do magic. Everybody's capable of it. It's just how deep are you willing to go?"
Yeah.
I stopped when I reached this level.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I'm gonna watch Doctor Strange again.
I know, yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that movie.
And then you can correct me if I'm wrong. And correct me if I'm wrong with that.
Okay.
I think everybody in this universe
Has magic,
has magic in them.
but it's just whether or not.
Yeah, whether or
Choice
not
is
you're
yours.
willing to
Yeah.
go
Mhm.
go the extra mile.
Yep.
But
Anyways,
he kicks Doctor Strange's ass. Not
Yes.
really. He just webs him up.
he's smarter than Doctor Strange.
Yes. Because Doctor Strange, he's just a doctor.
He's
just
just
a
a
medical-
surgeon. He's just a fucking surgeon.
He's just a surgeon.
So what? You can cut people open.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
can
so
too.
can I.
I can too, but
I
they don't
can
pay me a
too.
6-figure
But it's
salary.
technically illegal.
Isn't he a doctor?
Yeah.
Yes,
surgeon.
that's what we were just saying.
A
That's
sturgeon?
what we're. That's.
A
the whole-
stur-
that's
he's a
the-
bird.
He is a fish.
What the fuck is a sturgeon? The fish?
Fish.
I always thought it was a
Fish.
bird. Like the.
No, that's
That's
a
a crane. The
Kanye.
crane eats the sturgeon.
Yeah, they do that, and then they go.
Oh, jeez.
That's a
swallow it.
pelican.
Yeah.
Oh, stop! Don't
like saying-
never do that again. Stop! Oh my God! Stop!
That's how they go. That's how they do
Why
it.
you have to make the noise with it?
Do it.
Stop! No, his noises are grosser. His noises are grosser than yours.
Gurgle, gurgle.
Sounds
Anyways,
like grapefruit
movie.
your man when Joe does it.
Kayla doesn't like anything revolving around penis.
No,
Hey,
I
whoa.
don't.
Click that.
Which one? This?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Hell yeah.
That's booby. Uh-oh.
You've never seen that picture before?
No, have you?
Yeah, it was
I'm
all
pretty
over
sure I
the
have.
internet for a good couple of years.
No, I ain't never seen nothing.
Anyways, so then,
They're like,
with the help of Norman Osborn, who is currently Norman Osborn and not the Green Goblin.
I think he was all because he had the armor underneath the whole time.
Yeah.
He was just covering it up.
But he broke
Yeah.
the
I think
mask.
subconsciously
Well, true.
he was always like,
I think
That's what he
the
said
point.
in his
Yeah.
big speech. Anyways,
He's like, I was watching
I was
behind the
watching.
veils.
Yeah, seriously.
Wait,
So, anyways.
always watching.
So they all go
Wazowski.
back to Peter Parker's apartment and they try to fix all the villains.
His new apartment.
His new
A
apartment.
la Happy.
not his
Happy's
apartment,
I'm
Happy's
sorry.
house.
Happy's
They
apartment.
fuck up Happy's house.
They do.
They
blow
She
it up.
broke up with him.
Happy's
Hold
entire
on.
building. Oh yes, the Aunt May tea.
She broke up with him and then went, "Can I stay at your place?"
She did not say, can I? She said, he'll get over it.
Yeah, literally.
That's what she said.
And then
He'll
he
get over
did.
it.
And then he did.
Hey, he's a simp.
He is.
Shout out.
Well, it's just he's older and he doesn't have that much opportunity no more. you know?
It's true.
He's Happy Hogan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All the opportunity he wants.
Happy Hogan. It literally just means happy sandwich. Hogan sandwich.
Hoagie.
He's a happy sandwich man.
Hoagie.
I think they call him Hoagie.
Yeah.
Hoax.
Hogs.
The Hoagmeister General.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's happening? So,
So, anyways,
Yeah.
they go back to the apartment,
And they
and
fix
then-
one.
they fixed
They fixed what?
They fixed Doc Ock.
and there's this really cool part where I thought they were having this Peter Parker have like a panic attack, where he like stops for a second while he's working on the new thing, and he comes into the living room with 4 villains surrounding him, and he's like, everyone's
Bro.
like, "What's wrong, Peter? What's going on,
That was
Peter?"
so fucking cool.
that
Like that little
stressed
Peter
me
tingle
out.
he got.
That
Yeah.
stressed me out. I liked it, but it stressed me out because I'm like, oh my god, what's
Yeah.
gonna happen? Plot twist. It was Norman Osborn that was gonna happen. He turned into the Green Goblin.
I did
was
know
trying
that
to
was gonna
throw shit
happen.
at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestling moves in the following fight.
Bro,
scene.
it was so fucking dope.
Willem Dafoe did his own stunts, all of his own stunts in this movie.
He hit a nasty jackknife
I know.
powerbomb.
I know.
Hit him with a double-A spine
It was
buster.
great.
It was
Through the floor of the.
Through 7 floors of the
Like-
building. Ugh.
Arn Anderson. He's gonna go see that movie in the theaters. And he's just gonna go.
That's a real wrestler right there.
Oh yeah.
He's just gonna
Oh
go.
yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
It's
that
gonna be
spine
like, Cody,
buster.
why can't you be more like Willem Dafoe?
Come on, Rhodes.
Get
So-
it together.
That was a
So that fight happens.
That
spine
fight
buster.
happens,
Yeah.
and then
Uh-oh,
they
by
end
the
up,
end.
and then Aunt May, she's running off with what's left of all the cures, which happens to be the serum for Green Goblin.
Yeah, she saved them
So
all.
then she tries to use the serum on Green Goblin at the very bottom floor.
Did not work.
Does not work. The glider hits Aunt May. Everyone in the theater starts to cry because
She's
they're like,
dead.
I already know what's
No, first
happening.
we guess.
Wait, well, yeah.
But then
we
she gets
guess.
up and she's fine.
But then she gets
for
up,
a
she's
while.
like, I'm okay. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
she does this whole speech. And
I
she
knew
does
she was
this
gonna
whole
be bleeding.
speech, and then she says,
With
with
great,
great
power.
power
Comes
comes
great
great responsibility.
And then
And that's when we all went,
Oh,
no!
yeah, she's dead.
So
We had a group of people, or we had like 2 girls at the end of the, or I don't know if it was more than 2. It might have been.
there was a
group.
whole roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then after the movie, they were like, because we're pretty friendly with everyone in the audience at that point. By the end,
I wasn't cool with the kid to the right of me, but that's okay.
fair. The people to the left of us, like just past the other 2 people to the left of us, who were pretty chill too.
Mhm.
They were like, "You guys made this experience way better."
Oh.
We're like, "Let's go!"
Yeah.
Throughout the whole experience, I don't know about you guys, but when I went like opening night, the whole theater, like everyone was cheering, everyone was reacting.
Yeah.
It was like watching Endgame and Infinity War in
There's
theaters
a lot of
all
clapping
over
going
again.
on.
It was great.
A lot of clapping, a lot of whoa.
When Norman Osborn went, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Yes, the whole thing. I
I-
was like, yeah.
I would. He said it. He
He
did
did
it.
it. He
That
did it.
crazy
I'm a
bastard.
little bit of a scientist myself.
He did it too. I'm like either William Dafoe is caught up with his meme
Willem.
culture.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
Willem, yeah.
I think he's caught up with his meme culture. I think
Big
he
Willie
knows.
style.
He knows what the kid.
I said William.
I know.
I know, and then
Big
he
Willie
said Big
style.
Willie style. You didn't
I was just still processing the fact that I said William.
long dick style.
What up?
And anyways, now
so
it's
then,
like
Aunt May dies and we all
Yeah,
cry
she died.
about it.
Peter cries hard, and then Happy gets
cried.
arrested.
This was fantastic acting from Tom Holland in this movie because
Everyone did great.
in the scene where he's on the roof and he gets group tugged by his friends, that was like some real crying
It's
there.
very
And I was
good.
like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
I think it helps that him and Zendaya are dating now.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
They're my favorite.
You ever
They
see like
honestly-
you see like when they were doing this thing and she was doing that? I was like, that's
Yeah.
that's some love in that touch.
Yep. Yep. So, anyways, so then, all this shit happens.
And then Ned is all like, "Well, let me put these rings on." So they look
Ned,
cool."
they're at a totally separate location. Ned and MJ were trusted with the box to
The
protect
back
it.
to backs.
Shut the fuck up.
Cayla's
The
from
bags.
Baston.
No, it's the way my mom raised me. Okay, she has this accent
A
sometimes.
Baston
so
man.
the box. I don't even realize they say it differently.
It's okay, you know.
Backs.
So, fuck
What-
you.
My dad has
So
an
the
accent,
box.
doesn't realize he has it either.
So the box.
Except he's Middle Eastern.
So
It'd be shocking if your dad didn't realize he.
No, he.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
I brought it up to him, he's like, I don't have an accent.
That's the thickest.
Yeah, I know. People with people from other countries are like, this is normal. What do you want?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Anyways.
Dad, you say things funny.
anyway, so then Ned and MJ are like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
And they're like, "Well, we gotta find Peter."
So then they start. So then Ned takes the ring and starts opening portals, and he's like, "Get me, Peter Parker."
And then it fucking Andrew Garfin.
Well,
I looked at him and I went, "Them eyes are not
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah,
Holland
yeah.
Spider-Man
well, that, and I was
eyes."
like, he's too
Yeah.
tall. Tom Holland isn't
Yeah.
tall.
He's a
Dude,
little skinny bitch.
There was also
I mean, small
Seriously.
bitch.
so
short.
some again the people who were watching. There's a scene where they're all three like that and they're all the same height. But I'm like, but there was earlier scenes when they were clearly there's like a height difference.
Mhm.
So I'm like Tom Holland standing on an apple box right
One
there.
hundred
you
percent.
really had to.
100%.
They Tom Cruised him.
Yeah.
They did.
Either because I think Garfield is the tallest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, he
Yeah.
is, for
Yeah.
sure.
I think he
Definitely.
is.
He's a tall, lanky man.
Yeah, and then Maguire and then Holland.
Yeah.
So either for Maguire they're
How
like
tall's Tom Holland? How tall's Tall Holland?
I think like my height,
5.
like 5'8".
Yeah.
Zendaya towers over him.
Yes.
Zendaya is like tall,
Actually,
Like 5'8" or 5'9".
they normally have the height there.
not Tom Holland.
Height.
He's like, "Get my height out of here."
We said our short king.
He's
5'8".
reportedly 5'8". That's my height.
Oh,
Yeah. I am like 2 inches taller than him.
Maybe 3.
Could be. Depends on the shoes I wear sometimes.
yeah.
Depends on the day.
Did you
So-
see the GQ photos of him? Oh,
No,
so good.
no, what?
That one right there.
Is he
Just
hot?
no,
Where?
just that one right there.
The
Just
first
that
one,
The
yeah.
first one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, he looks kind of like Harry Styles with that
I
hair.
like his
Kinda.
curly hair. He's having a curly hair moment, and
Yeah.
I think it looks good on him.
Tommy's got
Yeah.
the French eyes.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
because of the
I
humidity.
wanted to bring something up that I also saw on TikTok because TikTok has ruined my brain. So like the way that all 3 of them like show up, right? So like Andrew Garfield comes in like fully dressed as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like Tobey
Yep.
Maguire it's just Peter Parker.
Dad.
And then, like, yeah, he's just dad.
Yeah.
And then Tom Holland, he's like
Maskless?
he's
Yeah,
like
like,
maskless.
yeah.
And I was like, wow, my brain
Yeah. Wow.
explodes.
And this is something I was thinking. Now that you brought that up,
Yes.
Spider-Man. A long-standing opinion of the Spider-Man things is Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker,
Yep.
not a good Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
And then
Andrew Garfield
was a good Spider-Man, not a good Peter Parker.
And
Tom
then we have
Holland is
Tom
like
Holland,
a
It
mix.
is-
who's like the best
best.
version of
Yeah,
this.
he's a good
Yes.
combo.
Yeah.
Combo piece.
And so
Yep.
it's kind of
Especially
indicative
with
of
this
this.
movie.
Yeah.
That's
It's
cool.
that.
I think this movie solidified him as being the best combination of the two.
I
Because
think
now,
so.
Mhm.
because the way the movie ended made it more like this trilogy was just a really, really long origin
Like build up
story.
for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So now
'Cause,
he's
yeah.
the Peter Parker we know with all this baggage.
The traditional.
I think
Yeah.
the main
Peter
issue
Parker.
that happened though is because again COVID happened and then like movies were supposed to be released a lot earlier. So like I feel like it wouldn't have felt as long as it did because these were supposed to like come out rapid succession kind of not
True.
rapid but like
Very
year
true.
year.
Yeah.
This one was supposed to be like I think last year.
Yeah.
If
So-
you notice on the graves, this is something like any movie that's shot in 2021 and has like a year, look at it and like they'll have the year 20, and then like something covering the other thing
Yeah.
yeah.
because they don't want to show what year it is.
20XX.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it'll be like Ghostbusters did it. Like,
Yeah.
Remember we brought it up? I was like 20 and then Shadow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing with this on May's grave. It's 20 and then like,
Yep.
Like
Yeah. There's
foliage
the
or whatever.
flowers.
blocking
There's the
it,
flowers
yeah.
in the way of it.
Mm-mm.
CG flowers probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
You could do that easy.
So yeah.
But
Yeah.
They
All
all
three
come
Spider-Man
come
united.
through.
They overcome. They fight.
Yep.
They battle.
Yep.
We thought Maguire was gonna die. Did not. He shook it off pretty good in my opinion.
I literally went into the movie theater going, if Tobey Maguire Spider-Man dies, I'm gonna cry. I cried anyways, but like,
I think it's also because she has high heels on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
She has high heels on, and she is also a very tall woman.
Yeah,
because
and-
he
yeah.
probably also has high heels on.
Yeah. He's on an apple box, on high heels,
Yeah.
on stilts.
It's like Robert Downey Jr. when he did the first Avengers, where he had to have the fucking
Like,
the
oh, the
giant-ass
the Cuban
heels.
heel
Yeah.
on the shoe, yeah.
It was more than it. It was like
It
he was
was-
walking on stilettos. That man.
Let me look up pictures.
They probably made his legs look good.
Um,
That's what heels do, you know? Make your legs look nice.
I don't know. They were originally designed for butchers, so they didn't walk around in pools of blood.
Heels?
Mm-hmm.
Women appropriating man culture.
Get out of here.
Okay. Buddy.
Happens every time.
Okay, buddy.
To be fair, the only person in this room that is a butcher is Cayla, a woman.
That's right, baby.
Cayla invented the heel so that she wouldn't stand in puddles of blood.
And yet, I still walk around in my Doc Martens.
In puddles of blood. For separate reasons, not because
Yeah.
I've also been
For
called.
separate reasons.
I've also been called
Hey,
a
now
butcher,
hold on
but
a
not,
second.
like,
You don't know what I do in my free
officially.
time.
Butcherin. Dexter. Cayla Dexter.
Gross.
Is that his last name, Dexter?
No, I
No,
think
it
it's
is
first
not.
name.
That's his first name.
I've
Okay.
never seen Dexter.
Is his first name Point?
I think his last name's Morgan.
Yo, those are huge!
We told you.
Let me see.
God damn!
Yeah, those are like some stilettos. Those
Bro,
are not like.
he's-
Those are some
boots
pumps.
Those
are some
boots are
pumps.
made for
Yup.
walking.
I saw
Those
it.
are.
I saw it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw it.
Those are some pumps.
Ooh.
Okay, he even
we're-
wears them during interviews.
Anyways, Aunt May dies. Very sad. I was
We-
crying.
Yeah,
We
used
got
to
we
tell
got
me-
there.
We
Now
got
we're
there,
back.
but it is sad. Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
It's the crux of this movie, in my
so
opinion.
then all the Spider-Mans come together, and then the other two, they have like a good heart-to-heart
right.
about with great power comes great responsibility, and how
I-
they all lost somebody.
Yeah.
Like Andrew Garfield, he lost Gwen, and that's
Gwendolyn.
his big hang-up.
And Uncle Ben.
And Uncle Ben.
And Uncle Ben.
He got
but no,
double lost.
But
Yeah.
that's the big hang-up of this movie is that he's like, I couldn't save Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his hang-up,
Yeah.
is that she was right there and he couldn't
Tobey
save her.
Maguire's like, I lost Ben. And Garfield's like, bro, I did too.
He's
Did you
like-
lose Mary Jane?
He's like,
Ugh.
I have been suffering since day one, G.
Does Tobey Maguire lose MJ?
No.
Well, they break up.
They
but
break up, but then who's he
Yeah.
with later? Gwen?
No,
No.
no one. He's just
He
an
doesn't
asshole.
have-
What is he?
Gwen.
What does he say later? Like he like alludes to some. Like he's like,
He's like,
he
it's
alludes
complicated.
to him
stick it
and
out.
MJ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's like,
him
hey.
and MJ.
Stick it out.
Yeah, but he's like, it's complicated, but I do have MJ. So it's probably like they're still like in that weird phase where they're like
Stick it out.
they're together, but they're not fully together.
But he's like older now, so they're probably married.
Probably.
Or at least
maybe,
have
like,
like
you
a
know-
kid or two.
Polyamorous relationship.
A couple of weird little spider kids running around. That's where I really hope they try to be like, cause like in the 90s or whatever, they had this phase where they had like Peter Parker's daughters. That was fucking, I forget their names.
P-Tet.
No, it's like, no,
Mary Jane Parker.
no, but it's something like he named
Chalissa.
one after Aunt May, I think.
Oh,
Or something like that, where they're spider kids. I remember it because like I was really into them when I was like
Oh.
a toddler when this shit was popular. I had like
Was it a comic?
clothes with them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like because it was like the spider girls with like the pigtails. I remember.
Spider
Yeah,
Girls.
it's literally like like when you look up like a spider girl, it's what would pop up. Look up Spider Girl.
It's gonna be the white suit.
Yeah, it's gonna be Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Oh, like this one right here,
this?
right?
No, the one I remember when I was a kid had pigtails coming out of it.
Spider Girl pigtails. Why do they call them pigtails?
Because they're short and curly.
Yeah. This one. That's I remember that. That's what I had when I was a kid. That was
This
my.
girl?
I wanted to grow up and be Spider Girl when I was a kid.
Oh,
With the
Ursula
pigtails.
Dikovich?
Oh, I
Dikovich?
forget she was in the 2002 movies.
Who is that?
That's the
It's like
that's
a
a girl
side
who lives
character.
across the.
She's
Yo.
like the landlord's daughter.
Who did that fan art? That fart.
That's
I
that's
don't
probably not
wanna
even
know.
fan art. That's probably just official.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes it's hard to
Yeah.
tell.
Is this the... All the years of the Spider Girl merchandise would be May Day, but... Oh, she does have pigtails. Does she have to have holes in her...
Yeah.
In her mask?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to be when I grew up. I was like, I want to be the Spider Girl with the pigtails. And my mom said,
Which one
okay,
is this?
weirdo.
That's
Tobey Maguire?
Amazing-
No, Andrew Garfield, because that's Gwen.
Oh, that is Gwen. Blonde hair, dead.
and that's like the yellow one. So that's like the first.
Bro, she bonked her head hard. Dude, the fucking...
Yeah, she died, bitch.
That'll happen when you die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit your head hard enough,
A
you're dead.
common symptom of bonking your head hard enough
Death.
is death.
Sometimes. sometimes you get a little loosey.
She bonked her head.
Or the
hard.
opposite, you get like stiff and you can't move no more.
Yeah, or maybe you just forget a little
Oh,
extra.
jeez. Anyways.
Anyways.
So then they do this epic battle where Peter Parker. Hold on. The Tom Holland Peter Parker sends out this video where he's like, I still have the spell, so all you villains in New York should come and get the spell. We're going to be at the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
So then all the Spider-Men lie in wait at the Statue of Liberty with all the cures for all the villains because they all got together and did lab shit at the high school.
And then they all showed up and they cured them all, except Doc Ock. He was already cured.
Yeah, he
Doc
did a
Ock
double.
came in to
He
help.
did a double
He did.
cross.
Yeah.
He did. He was the spy on the inside.
Oh, triple cross. Because they're like, you were supposed to be good, and then he's like, I'm mad, and then he goes, bam, I'm good again.
Wait, no.
That's a double cross. That's
No,
just
no, no,
that's a classic.
Because he was
double
bad
cross.
originally. He was bad, and then
Yeah.
they made him good, so he's good. But then him being good, they were like, why is Doc Ock catching us? That's bad. He crossed them. Oh, double cross. I had to do the math.
Yeah.
I
I thought you were bringing up a third cross that did not happen.
Yeah, that's why we're like
The,
that's
the
not-
third
it's just
the
a
third
fucking
the
double
third cross, I guess, in my head was the original bad, the good, the
But
bad.
that's not a cross.
But then quadruple cross.
That's just
But also, it's before that,
Fixed.
before he turned good when they brought him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that original, so it's just the two. It's
Yeah.
just a double.
It's just the cross twice.
It's just your typical
it's just
double,
a double
cross.
cross.
It's a crisscross.
Anywho,
Jump.
Chris then
Jump.
cross.
anyways, so
Jump.
then
Wear your pants backwards.
there's this.
Crisscross, wear the pants backwards.
Okay.
So anyways, there's this whole sequence where they all fight all the villains and stuff. There's this one.
It's
part,
really cool.
There's this one part where MJ falls off the Statue of Liberty. Tom Holland can't catch her, and so then
Tobey
Andrew
Maguire's
Garfield.
getting
So then
beat up.
what?
Oh, yeah, he is.
So then Andrew Garfield comes and saves her.
Bro,
and
he's
then
literally
he's
like having
he's
a fucking
crying.
World War
He's
II flashback as
crying.
it's happening. He's like,
and then
and
then he's like, "Are you okay?" And then MJ's like, "Yeah, are you okay?" And he just nods and
And he's-
cries
yeah.
some more.
I cried
Bro,
more,
it's-
too.
I
I did
cried a
too.
little
I
bit.
cried
Dude,
as well.
You
That
just see
was-
pools of like
Yeah.
wet happening. in the night.
Literally.
I also love that they were like, you just make your own webs?
Oh my god, I loved
I
all
love
of
that
that and like
thing.
the
I know,
back
yeah.
cracking interactions. Like,
Oh
I
my
love
god,
you
I know.
guys.
It was so sweet.
I'm not gonna lie, the one that looked more out of place in the whole lab thing is Tobey Maguire.
because he's 45.
Yeah.
Well, no, and also because like in his movies, it's not really reinforced that he's
That is
Sciencey?
true.
like
He's
science and
just
smart.
photo
Yeah,
At most, he's just really into spiders.
yeah,
and
that's all we
photography.
get.
Yeah.
And photography.
like, but yeah,
and
like
photographing spiders.
he also like in that one he went to like NYU to study physics. Like he literally the reason he knows Otto Octavius is because he worships his work.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But yeah, I
It
just
just
went.
doesn't come across.
I
as
just
much.
went. You're supposed to be smart.
I-
Forgot that.
Also, Andrew Garfield doesn't come off as like smart boy
no.
as well. He's just like, I quip and
yeah.
I flip.
Mhm.
He quip, he flip.
That's the Spider-Man way.
But can
Quipping and
but
flipping.
can we ship
Well, yeah, that too.
all three of the Spider-Mans? I ship
No.
them. I ship them.
No.
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 That's kind of weird.
No.
Why?
That's weird.
No.
A thruple?
I'm not
No.
saying it. Hold on, look at me.
A
Look at me.
thruple?
I'm not saying it can't happen.
No.
I'm just saying there's a degree of weirdness. To it.
Why?
It's
we-
weird.
we pro-
it's
we've
yourself.
had this-
You're
No,
fucking
no, no.
yourself.
We-
Oh, I was
That's
just
weird.
still thinking of them as like Tobey Maguire, Andrew
No,
Garfield,
no.
Tom Holland.
they
We've
they're
had
not
this.
the
Con-
same
what? There was a
person.
movie.
Hey,
we
go
thought-
fuck yourself already.
Oh my
There was a
God.
movie we saw
I'm
this
gonna
year
leave.
where there was
I'm
people
gonna
with
leave.
like from alternate dimensions, and we went. It was Loki.
It's
We were-
Loki.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
with him
kiss.
fucking her.
It makes
Yeah.
it the kiss even more weird because they call each other brothers. So like you're my brother. So
Brother.
it makes that even way worse.
Hey,
I'm
but
like,
she's a sister. Oh wait,
No.
That doesn't make
it
it.
doesn't.
Yeah.
doesn't make it any better.
It
just
just
makes
doesn't
it
make it
weirder.
gay incest. It's just
We,
hetero
we,
incest.
we didn't have a debate, but we went. Is it cool?
Is it masturbation?
Is it masturbation? And I think the answer we came to was yes.
Yes.
Technically.
It's vague. Look,
It's weird.
you hit me with
So
the.
weird.
It's
If you
weird.
could find me a real life instance of a multi-dimensional
We'll do our
couple that's
best,
themselves.
buddy. But listen,
I know,
if I
that's what
don't
I'm saying.
get
It's a
listen,
gray
if I
area.
don't get into college this time around, I'll do my absolute best to fuck with the fabric of reality, so we
Kayla-
can test it out. Okay.
Kayla Josephson, thesis statement.
You just put a
Multi-dimensional
full government
incest.
name out there.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
I'll bleep it.
You fucking hashtag exposed me on your podcast.
Hashtag exposed. Anyways.
Hey, they know my last name. So
Did everybody
hashtag
know
me
that
too.
Kayla is Kayla Josephson?
Hold on, bud. That's
Oh,
not how
man.
you use that one.
I'm over it. I'm done. I'm
I-
done. I'm done. That was the last straw. I think.
When will you learn the actions of consequences? Oh man.
Oh, that kid's probably excited for Sonic 2.
He's probably signed for Sonic
2
1.
looks good as shit. I'm
Does.
not gonna lie.
I don't need your power, mate.
He should,
What?
but he doesn't.
Knuckles. You seen the
Oh,
trailer?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've seen
don't-
the trailer.
Do I look like I need your power?
Yeah.
Do
that
I
was
look
weird.
like I need your power? And explodes red.
Yeah.
Red, blue, make purple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wait, hold on.
Sonic, you want to make purple and kiss?
Yeah.
What about me, Tails? Get
I was
out of
like,
here,
shut the
Tails.
fuck up, Tails.
I'm living out my Sonic fanfics.
Chapter 1. Knuckles grabbed me in close.
No,
Pulled some fur,
Sonic X
and then
Reader.
pulled me
Sonic X Knuckles
went-
X
I
Reader.
would prefer this one other
He
than
went,
the
"I
three
don't need
Spider-Mans
your
one,
power.
though."
Here's my OC.
I need your kiss. He kissed me with
And then he said, "Gotta kiss fast."
I gasped into his mouth.
Guess fast.
You ever make an AI write fanfic for you?
No, we can do that right now.
Oh,
We
goodness.
still haven't gotten through the plot of this movie.
No, we're done. They fucking win.
No, we forgot the most important part of the movie that makes it so fucking sad, though.
Oh, yeah.
Literally the most important part of the movie.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so then Tom Holland faces off with the Green Goblin, and then he tells the Green Goblin, "I'm gonna fucking kill you in cold blood, and I won't even care about it." But Tobey Maguire stops him. But then the Green Goblin shanks Tobey Maguire, and everyone in the theater goes, "No!"
I saw no
He's gonna
stab
die.
wound. I'm not
Because it
gonna...
was in his spine. It was in his back.
That was a big ass blade. That's all I'm gonna say.
Anyways.
I saw no stab wound.
Anyways, so then, well, it didn't go that deep because he survived. Anyways, Tobey Maguire lives. Thank God. If he died, I would have been devastated. More so than I am now. But then, anyway, so then Doctor Strange comes back from the Grand Canyon where he was held hostage. And so then, now the spell is getting a little more out of hands than he thought originally. And so then the very fabric of the universe is crumbling around them. And so then Peter, after all these battles, goes up to Doctor Strange and he's like, "Is there any way we can fix this?" And Doctor Strange is like, "No, all the universes
Take
are
my
coming
name off
in."
of your sins.
He said, "All the universes are coming in. I don't know how to stop it." So then Peter Parker goes, "If we go through with
close
the
to me.
spell, will
Just
it
put-
stop it?" And Doctor Strange goes, "If we make it so that
Kisses
everyone
Reader.
forgets
Just put
Peter
Reader.
Parker existed, period, then it can save everybody." And then Peter Parker goes, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'll forget, your friends will forget, everyone who knew you will forget that you even existed." And so then Peter Parker goes, "All right, let's do it." And then he goes, "Thank you, sir." And then he goes, "Call me Steven." And then everyone cries a little bit.
And
so
then
he
everyone
hops down.
forgets.
And then he hops down and he says bye to MJ and Ned. And this is when I started crying for realsies because I was like, what if I had to say goodbye to my friends? For the record, I love you guys. Don't forget me. Don't do it. Even though you're writing Sonic fan fiction right now. Maybe
Wait,
I do.
let's read it.
Maybe I do want you to forget me.
Okay. Sorry, as Kayla and Christina were talking,
Yeah.
Joe and I created
Yeah, I was
an
listening.
AI generated.
Thank you.
Joe and I created a AI generated Sonic fan fiction. So I fed it the title "Sonic and Reader Forbidden Love," and then I gave it the first action sentence. Sonic gently leans in and kisses Reader. Reader shudders at the fireworks going off all over their body.
Their lips meet hungrily.
This is the AI now.
Yeah. Their lips meet hungrily. Their passion grows stronger and stronger. There's heat all over them. They are about to kiss when a loud buzzer rings inside their helmets. They pull apart.
What
Startled.
helmets?
Something has broken loose inside Reader's helmet. Rain is pouring down from the open bottom. Fanatical to stop it.
Sunny.
and Reader catch their breath. Each has one arm under the other's helmet.
On each other's arm, Reader grips Sunny's hand.
Reader's cassette recorder plays. Sunny's Crozier's album cover. Arms around both singer and bassist. Reader taps the microphone.
That's what we got. It's beautiful. If you ever want to fuck with AI stuff, just, deepstory.ai,
Nice.
There's another one that I forget what it was called. It was like talk to Transformer. That's what it was.
Oh, goodness.
That's the good one.
All right, keep going.
So then, he says goodbye. He kisses MJ. He says bye to his friends. He swings out of there. Doctor Strange casts the spell. And then we fast forward to a couple months. And then Tom Holland, Spider-Man, all the other Spider-Man went home. They all said bye, love you. And then they went home.
He
and
literally
then
did the
Andrew Garfield did the peace sign, and it was really funny. And I was like, mood.
this mean the
I know.
the-
Mood.
I don't know.
I know. It was the funniest thing. And so then, but I was crying, so I didn't have an opportunity to really appreciate it because I was like destroyed emotionally.
I did not cry. Can I say this right now?
Cried like a baby.
I teared up like 4 times.
3 times.
I did tear up.
3
but
times I cried.
I can say safely I did not cry.
I cried when
Oh.
Aunt May died,
I bawled.
and then I cried
I
at
didn't
the very.
stop. After
I-
May died,
literally,
I didn't stop.
you
I
just keep
didn't stop
going and
crying.
going and going and going. So then, anyways, Tom Holland goes to where MJ works, and he goes in. And he has this little speech prepared, and he goes in and he goes to see her, and he goes, "Hi, I'm
More.
Peter Parker," and then freezes.
More.
And so then he like
Just
weenies
orders-
out and is like, "I'll just get a
orders a
coffee." And then he's like, he hears Ned and MJ talking about getting into MIT, and then he's like, "So are you guys excited?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm really excited." Then she puts her hair behind her ear, and he sees like the little scrape that happened because of the fight. And then in that moment, he decides it's probably safer if they actually don't know me. And then he decides to leave the coffee shop.
And that's
without-
the most Peter Parker thing
That was
he's
so
ever done.
it really is.
Cried.
Yeah.
I cried so.
Yeah.
It's the
hard.
Spider-Man curse. He can never be happy.
Truly,
Sadly.
very true.
And never, because when he's happy,
People die.
no, when he's happy, people stop buying the comic books.
Yeah.
That too.
That's
And
true.
then people die.
Yeah.
But anyways,
And so they go, well, fuck, people are stopping. We gotta do something.
kill somebody.
Aunt May's dead. Mary Jane doesn't remember. Bam,
Ah.
bam. Fuck your
Bang
life.
bang, fuck your life.
Okay, can we read this AI generated?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
I'm
been
like
waiting.
almost
It's a
done.
Sonic-
I'm almost
Hold on,
done.
it's a Sonic and Mario fanfic break.
All right.
Okay.
That I fed it the
I'll
sentence.
do Mario. You do Sonic.
Okay.
No.
I fed it the
No.
I fed it the sentence. I fed it the sentence. Sonic kissed Mario lovingly. He made a great Italian moan escape his lips. That was from me.
Mamma mia.
And then the rest is AI.
Aye.
Oh, Sonic. Are you sure I'm doing this right? Mario asked.
Everything's perfect, Sonic said.
the fuck?
This feels wonderful, Mario, Sonic said in a dreamy voice.
The two made out for another minute before they kissed each other again. This time they both started making out on top of the hot dog stand. Chili dogs, baby! Sonic, I need you.
Of course, I'll be here.
Sonic came back to reality and pulled his tongue away from Mario's mouth.
Mario, I have something to tell you.
Anything.
Mario said happily.
Mario said happily.
Oh, we could generate more.
Let's generate one.
All right. In the meantime, Kayla, finish what you're saying.
So then, anyways, Peter Parker then goes and he starts to move into his own tiny little apartment. It looks a lot like Tobey Maguire's apartment, and
I was gonna bring
also
that up, yeah.
and also the apartment from the PS4 game, which I'm a huge fan of. I really
Yeah,
love
that's
the
what I
PS4
was
game.
saying. Like I was telling Joe, I was like, bro, that's from the fucking
movie,
thing.
The movie ends where like video game Peter
Start.
Parker starts, and I really love that because that's like my favorite Spider-Man.
Does that
is
make
the
the
video game?
Does
one.
that make the video games canon?
No.
No.
I thought
It's
that they were
it's
like
like-
leading it in.
No. It's still completely different.
Is Mr. Negative gonna be real?
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
Remember
It
Mr.
could-
Negative?
I mean, it could be.
Mr. Negative's like a dude that has like negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Anyways.
it means.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
You know, like a negative, like a photo negative? He looks like that. And he throws blasts. Stuff
Yeah.
like that.
It's kind of cool.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
So, anyways,
And he makes you negative.
so then he moves into
Yes,
his.
he brings out the bad
Yeah.
stuff in you.
Oh, you're right.
So yes, nobody remembers him, and then he sews his own little suit.
and
does
he moves
those-
into his apartment. He
and
has
it looks
to
so
he has to get
cool.
a GED because no one remembers him. So
There's
he didn't
no
even
record
graduate
of
high
him.
He has
school.
to get
So-
GED.
He
He
probably
didn't-
has to go get a new birth certificate
does.
also.
Literally. So
But how do
then,
you?
and then he has his little action figure
He
from the
does.
Death Star.
It's
from
a
the
Lego.
first movie.
Yeah.
His little
It's a Lego of Emperor Palpatine.
That made me cry. That made me cry.
I know, it's so
really
sad.
hard.
It's
Yeah.
so sad.
That was when I broke down.
I thought Ned and what's her face were gonna be like a couple or
MJ?
something.
I
And
would have
yeah,
thrown up.
I was gonna be sad
see,
for him because
Well, you know what's
No.
fucked up? It's like they weren't friends before, but like now they're friends and they don't know why.
yeah.
Well,
Everybody-
that and MJ was wearing the necklace that he got her,
There's,
and
like-
she doesn't know why, but she's still wearing it. So it's like
And she still has the scar.
But the
Yeah.
thing is,
It
like,
hurts.
Ned didn't see Peter. So, like, maybe if he did see Peter, he'd remember.
I
Or
don't
he'd just
think
know
so.
that there's a connection.
I want to
Maybe.
hold
Because
out
they were
hope.
friends. They were friends, like,
I
way
want to hold out
before.
hope so bad.
So maybe.
I do think
I'm just a hopeful
You're just
fanatic.
hopeful.
Yes.
True. Dramatic.
I do
Because it's
I
so
need
goddamn
something.
sad.
I need
It's
something.
so
I do
Do you
think
have some?
my theory is
I didn't like that.
my
didn't
theory
like it
is
either.
something.
my theory is that once like someone puts together that Peter Parker is Spider-Man,
It'll
their memories will come back.
all of them or like just the one.
Just the
Just
one
the
like
one, I
they're
think.
like you were always Spider-Man, and then it'll just it'll come back.
I feel like that's like the clean like way to go about it.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe it's gonna be more sad.
But like,
I can't take any
was
more
it
sad.
only
I know.
like the world, like universe wise? So or like people who are in space will still remember.
Maybe
who
Paul
he
Rudd
is.
still
I think
knows.
it's the whole universe.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's.
If
the
you're
whole
in the
universe.
fucking tiny dimension though, maybe you won't.
I think it covers that
Yeah.
because this is magic
the
based.
but it's a
universe.
different universe.
It's the magic.
It's a
So-
space. It's a space between. And I think the
Magic is different though, because I'm thinking on like Infinity Stone levels.
Yeah.
But this is different from
because
Stone.
this is pulling from other universes also.
It's true.
So I think it affects all.
But didn't like he specify where he was like, no one in the world will know? Or remember who?
I think in this sense, like the world is the
Just
larger
this universe.
world.
Like in
Oh,
terms
maybe.
of multiverse, in terms of multiversal layers, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and all the villains will remember everything that happened except for inside this particular little universe.
Yeah.
world.
Evil Doctor Strange though.
That's
That's a
the
little different. That's
post-credit
for
scene.
another day.
That's a little.
Yeah.
So, anyways, he sews his own suits and then he starts flipping and
Becomes a
swinging.
seamstress.
He starts swinging out of his apartment in the snow because
we
he
don't know
spends
like his
Christmas
history
alone.
with
He showed
sewing
that really well.
but he did it pretty solid.
Yeah, that was.
Well, no, he made his own suits at the very beginning before Tony Stark.
Yeah, he
came in.
cut a hoodie up in like some
he put-
plastic
yeah.
bottles.
You don't know.
Yeah, we do. We saw it.
It was literally just
That's the.
Well, no.
original
Yeah,
pirate
okay,
suit.
you're right. No, you're
Hold on,
right.
I just wanna see
What
it.
I meant was you don't know how much practice he got in after that. I mean, I'm sure fixing his suits that Tony Stark gave him
just
involved
look up
some
his
kind of
first suit.
sewing.
Mhm.
Put Civil War.
That
Oh
one.
yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, he did great job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
My
could make
point-
that in a weekend.
My point had been,
He got a blue thermos.
you also don't know, like, I'm sure the Stark suit still needs sewing. Like, you still need to sew the Stark suit, even though it's 99% tech. I'm sure you still need to sew it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
Same
but
way
it's
you
like
still need to, like-
rudimentary sewing.
he had it made in a machine. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. He roboted it.
Yeah, but if he has
print-
to like
they 3D
machine,
printed it.
if he has to machine wash it to get green goo off of it, I'm pretty sure
I
it
think-
requires some sort of sewing.
Wasn't that the point though? Is he was like, I don't know how to do this,
That
and,
is
then Mary
He also didn't know how
Aunt
to do
Emma,
it.
Aunt Emily, and then I said Mary Jane. Yeah, Aunt May just did like, she was like, I clean your suit for you.
Yeah.
Put this powder on it.
Yeah,
Go like that, and then
How
throw it
hard
in
is
the thing.
it, Peter? How hard?
use the Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean.
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyways, and then that's how the movie ends.
It shouldn't be that
Is
hard.
that
to clean
he's
the
alone
spider
on
suit.
Christmas in the snow.
Yep.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm excited for the future of Spidermans.
Me too.
Mhm. I think it's
I've
it's a
the
sad
fucking-
ending, but it's an ending where it's like he's not sad about it. He's obviously upset,
Yeah,
but it's like
Right.
I think this is probably the best because now he is fully Spider-Man.
yeah. he is.
fully the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I think
Yeah.
this is also a Peter Parker where the Avengers came knocking on his door. He'd go, ha, go fuck yourselves.
Do you think he's gonna get trained by Shang-Chi in the next one?
No,
That's
I don't
what in the
think so.
comic book.
I don't know.
That's what happens in the comic books.
In one story arc, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's like a popular enough thing. I think there will be interaction. I don't know if he will.
Maybe he'll give him a couple pointers.
I don't know if he'll go with
Do you think Shang-Chi can beat Spider-Man in a fight without any powers?
Yeah.
Like without the rings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, comic book Shang-Chi, yes. This Shang-Chi, also yes.
Okay, thank you.
So why make the differentiation?
You know.
Because comic book and this one
Okay.
totally different.
Uh-huh.
I think
Um,
Multiverse of Madness
There's
would
no
be pretty
fingers
cool.
there.
what?
They don't connect.
Oh yeah. Mine either.
Kayla
Oh, yeah,
has the
mine's
most
like-
straight fingers out of all of us, which is kind of
Which
funny.
is really funny.
I'm just kidding. I was making it protruding more
Oh,
than
what?
it actually is.
This one bends off more because this is the one I had to hold instruments with for like 6 years of my life.
Yeah, your
so,
French
like,
horn.
Yeah. So this one bends
Bonjour,
off more.
horn.
Ugh.
I'm leaving.
I'm not like that.
I'm leaving.
Anyways.
We got more Spider-Man fan fiction.
No,
Like
Mario.
Spider-Man fanfiction.
Okay, we printed out some more, or we
Printed out
we
some
AI'd some more. So we left off at anything, Mario
Wait,
said
all
happily.
right, real quick. Do you have more Pepsis in your fridge?
There you go, pal.
It's mine. You want it?
The flat
She's
Pepsi?
she's thinking about it.
It
You
is
see
flat.
that? You
It's
see that? She's like
of
she's
course I thought about it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not a fool.
I eat food off the floor sometimes.
Do you? Now,
Like, if I drop it on accident, I pick it up, I go, it wasn't on there
see,
for long.
when you say that, it sounds like you go, spaghetti,
Yeah.
meatballs.
What is the floor but a large plate?
Oh my god.
Like, say the world is your oyster, you know what I'm saying?
I'm done.
The world is my oyster
I'd
plate.
rather listen to the Sonic Mario.
Yes, that's what we're
I
doing.
just wanted
Hit
a
it.
drink.
Okay,
I
so,
just wanted a drink, and this is
alright,
where it was.
picking up off where the anything Mario said happily,
Okay.
Sonic took a deep breath and then told him the truth.
I'm actually not the Mario. I'm Scott Pomeroy.
What the fuck?
Mario dropped his cup, and then he went into a fit of rage. You're not Scott. You're Scott.
I'm sorry. I'm Mario. I told you I was Scott.
I'm so confused.
I don't care if you're Scott. You're not Mario.
Sonic grabbed Mario by his collar. He then made him lean against the hot dog stand.
Come on, Mario. Please forgive me, Sonic said.
Mario looked at Sonic with puppy eyes. I guess you didn't want to kiss me.
We'll leave. Joe, should we make this a bit where we read like our own?
We should get like a hat and like characters.
Yeah.
Shuffle them and then we'll do one.
Do
of
like
these.
a AI
I kinda
fanfic?
like
And
that.
maybe like a.
That's
like a
clippable.
Like a prompt. You know,
Yeah.
like instead, it doesn't always have to be like a forbidden love.
Yeah.
It could be like
What's forbidden about Sonic and Mario? Different universes?
Sega
they hate
and
each other.
Nintendo.
Yeah, they hate each other.
My goodness.
Nin- Sega does when Nintendo don't.
Oh
Jesus.
my god. Hey Mario, you bring the condoms?
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
god!
got the condoms.
Condoms from Maya. Big salami.
I want a bite of that
Bigger
chili
some
dog.
cheese.
I'm done.
Hey, Sonic, why don't you hop on over and get some mushrooms and climb down my pipe?
Hey Mario.
You want some of this pepperoni?
I said climb down my pipe, and then she went. She's like, huh? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Mario, I have to tell you, I'm blowing
I'm-
tails on the side.
I like that they threw in the hot dog stand.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That was weirdly
Let's
like...
do one more click, alright? We'll
Yeah,
generate one more.
click.
And then we
What
can end
did
it
you-
off there.
Kayla, what did you like
Wait,
about
wait, wait,
Spider-Man?
wait.
What did you not like?
What
Hold on.
I...
We're gonna let's end it with a Spider-Man related fanfiction. Generated
Spider-Man, Stephen Strange fanfiction.
No!
Yeah.
Adult Spider.
No!
Toby. Wait, we'll do it in the lens of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Oh, well then do Spider-Man Doc Ock.
Yes!
Spider-Man.
Yep, Doc Ock.
Spider-Man and
Doc Ock.
the Doctor.
Doctor
Pussy.
Who.
What
What did you like about Spider-Man? What did you not like about Spider-Man?
Y'all know I've become a little cynical about Marvel since Endgame, and I have not been shy about that. And really,
As have I.
what I really liked about this movie is it kind of brought back that excitement I used to feel at Marvel movies. And I might be biased too because now I find Peter Parker incredibly relatable because like every movie I'm like, mood. You know what I mean? But I just really liked how they ended the trilogy as like just a really, really long origin story, and how now we're back to kind of the edgy Spider-Man that everyone's used to instead of the kind of like, golden boy Spider-Man we got at the beginning that everyone was complaining about when he first like.
Yeah,
came
kind
onto
of
the
like
scene.
here's Tony Stark dad, here's
Yeah.
Doctor
Yeah,
Strange dad.
and I also really thought that the multiverse plot would be very easy to crumble in on itself. Like it would have been very easy to fuck that up.
Yeah. I think it was a
And-
good toe dip.
Yes,
They didn't go all in
Yep.
with it, but they definitely like went
definitely.
bloop.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. As in terms for what I didn't like, I can't really think of anything major that I didn't like about it, to be totally honest with you. Like I was actually really happy with the whole of it. There's nothing where I was sitting there in the theater and I was going, man, I hated that. Even for the parts where I cried and I was like screaming, crying, throwing up, I was still like, I enjoyed this ride though. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's anything that I really didn't like about the movie, to be honest. I would give it like a solidly like a 8.5 out of 10.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
You.
I'm a sucker for anything. So, like, I love watching movies. So I liked it. It was very nostalgic, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't too overly like in your face about it either. But yeah, I just love the freaking long origin story about it. I'm just like yes. And I don't know. I just love all 3 Spider-Mans. It's just I don't know. I'm a sucker.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
When I was recounting the
Spider-Man.
plot to my mom, when I was recounting the plot to my mom, I referred to them as Spider-Man, and she thought it was the funniest thing ever. Like Spider-Man. I was like, yeah, there's Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, I'm
there's
a
more
sucker.
than one.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Anything you didn't like?
That spider
I
was
just
10 out
think
of 10.
I think it's also funny because like I watched Tick Tick Boom, so I watched that. I watched that Andrew Garfield, so you could kind of see it that he's still like in that.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like it also made it like even funnier than it had to be because it was like it's his Spider-Man, but just like with a little hint of like
Tick Tick Boom.
a little Tick Tick Boom in it. But I think it was like it just made it funnier. So I think it was.
He was
pretty
good in Tick Tick Boom.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah. You know what sucks about him? It's he had to do press for other movies and other things because he's working. Tobey Maguire is just like I'm not
like
well, yeah,
smoking a
and at
cigarette.
the last movie I did was Boss Baby in 2014.
Well, that
I'm chilling big time.
He wasn't in Boss Baby 2?
And poor
I don't
Andrew
even think he
Garfield,
was.
at every press conference for a different movie, it was like,
I know,
so are you in the new Spider-Man? Are you in the new Spider-Man? And every time he was like, no, but I think you should go see the movie because I think it'll be a really good movie. And then everyone's like, you dirty fucking liar. You were in this movie. And he's like,
yeah, he's not
what am I
allowed to
supposed to
say
do?
it.
The
Yeah.
Marvel sniper's going to kill me if I say anything.
They should pay him extra for that.
Walt
honestly.
Disney himself has a
Disney
sniper
himself,
scope
yeah,
in the
seriously.
corner.
What's the thing you liked, thing you didn't like? What did you like? What did you not like? If there's
What did I
nothing
like?
you didn't like, one thing you
I'll try and find something. So, because like
I can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything either.
It
But
was
let
so
me
good.
see.
Even with
So-
thinking back after having days to like marinate on it, I really can't think of anything that I didn't like.
I think one thing I didn't like. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay.
One thing it is kind of like you can poke holes at the logic they have.
Yeah.
Where it's like if you just thought a little bit more.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
But that's
though.
also just
It's
That's
looking
just
for an
people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that's just people. People don't always
Make the
best
right logical
decisions
decision
in the
exactly.
moment. You
So
know
again,
what I
you
mean?
can nitpick that stuff, which is
Yeah.
like probably
But
my
that's
only
more
issue. if
criticizing
anything.
the characters and like, buddy, you didn't think this through in the minute, and it's like, well, yeah, I didn't think.
And
it
I'm
through.
also
Well,
I've never really been a big plot hole guy. Like I don't care really if there's a unless it's like a big thing where I'm like, why didn't they just do this?
Mhm.
Like in general, I'm like, oh, I don't
Also,
care about time travel
like
shit or whatever.
the definition of plot hole changes from people to people.
Yeah.
That
What
is
some
very
people
true.
consider a plot hole, it's just like, oh, that's just a little blemish.
Yeah,
Right.
or it's like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that I really liked cinematography was really good. They did a really
True.
good job.
They got more.
They got a little funky with
They
it.
got a little funky with it.
They
Right?
did.
I
They got more
enjoyed
creative.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
There was a
that.
couple POVs. There
I
was
liked their POVs and I liked the FaceTime shots.
when they
that
were
did.
when they were talking on the phone instead of doing like the traditional like this
I
and then
really
cut.
loved that.
It was just side by side both of them at the same
I
time
liked it a
I liked
lot.
it.
with
I
like a
liked
line
that.
down the
They
middle.
got that from a Disney Channel original movie.
Probably.
But they did a great job at it.
Look, it's Disney Channel.
It was good.
It's their original movie.
Yeah.
that is true.
But I liked I think everyone did a good job acting wise. Andrew
yeah.
Garfield did great. Tobey Maguire
yeah.
did great.
Mhm.
Tom did great.
He killed it. This
Yeah.
one.
And then things I didn't like, not really much that I could say. Maybe if I sit on it a little longer, maybe I could find some.
For me, I guess it was the Toby fake out. Another thing, like he got stabbed and it's like, oh, he's dying. He's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I've been stabbed before.
That's not like I don't hate it. Like I'm not like that brings it down to like a 7 for
There
me.
could have been another way to do that.
But I'm just like,
That is true.
why?
maybe he
Like, why do it
maybe
at
he
all?
webs his wound and he's like,
Yeah.
I'll keep it good.
Yeah.
It's not deep enough. If you
Yeah.
give him like a line like that, it's like, all right, thank
And
you.
also, I don't know where he got stabbed.
No,
Because there was no stab wound.
Yeah. Or you didn't see it. They didn't show like.
Well,
where
it could have
happened.
been what I
They also
what
didn't
I
show
thought.
Aunt May stab wound. I want to see it. How
They
deep is
kind
it?
of showed
I was
how
kind of
bloody
expecting
it,
it, and I was like, if they do kind of show it, I'm like, this is kind of cliche, because like that's the thing that happens every time.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm good, let's go. And it's like,
Yeah.
there's blood on the
it
hand,
was
cut
back
to
here.
the wound. I know,
For
but like in
Aunt-
any
no, for
movie,
Aunt May.
it's always like,
Yeah, hers is back here.
it was like on the side, like
It
the
was like
side.
on the side, like she got clipped. It wasn't.
Well, no, it's because he reached to the back and went, oh, ew.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought he was
covered it.
reaching under the thing she was covering because she stood up and she was covering it like, I am fine, I am not bleeding
I'm
out
pissed
right
Marissa
now."
Tomei's dead
Yeah.
Yeah.
in this
But
world.
anyway, what I thought as far as the Tobey Maguire thing went, I just assumed it was like a shallow shank, shall
Yeah.
we say, and that
If it is, he's
If you
being
think-
dramatic about, I've been stabbed.
Well, that and like
Ew.
I think he survived mostly because he's like first like the joke like I've been stabbed before.
My
like,
neck.
He's like
My
47.
back.
He's been stabbed like
No.
for 30 years in a row.
He got
Like,
stabbed
I
in the
think
back,
he
right?
gets it.
He got
Yeah.
stabbed in the back?
Yeah.
Who helped him crack his back? Helped clear up that issue.
Andrew
Garfield.
Garfield.
If he didn't crack his back, maybe he would have died.
Oh.
Could have
Not
severed
enough
a nerve,
mobility.
and then that was it.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
The lactic acid leaks out.
Yeah,
Into the
he
body.
kills him.
That's it.
That's how lactic
Spider-Man's
acid
weakness.
works, yeah.
Yep.
Lactic acid.
Oh boy.
But
Hey Joe,
anyways,
you want to read this beautiful
Yeah.
Spider-Man Doctor Octopus fan fiction?
Oh wait, out of 10, what do you give it?
I give that dick a 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 for now.
Damn.
Time being, 10
Yeah.
out of 10.
I was
10 out of 10.
beautiful movie. They did everything great.
Do you want to be Doc Ock or Spider-Man?
You be Spider-Man this time.
Okay, I'll
have
be
fun.
Spider-Man.
Let's not fall into character holes.
What?
It doesn't matter.
Let's not get pigeonholed.
I don't look like.
Are you saying you shouldn't get typecasted in your own AI generated fan
Yeah, let's mix it up every now and then. The AI does not control us. It merely I gave it the prompt. It merely finished what I started.
Okay.
I am in
Go ahead,
control.
take this.
Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus shared... This is what I wrote. Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus shared a loving gaze before kissing passionately. Dr. Octopus smiled. I also had to add this part because it kind of got weird after. I love you, Peter, he said happily. And then now it's the AI.
Octopus.
I hate that it's octopus.
Read it!
I hate that it's
I love you too, octopus. Peter responded happily.
The two quickly fell into a passionate embrace as Spider-Man moaned in pure bliss. Spider-Man. Dr. Octopus began with a hoarse voice.
Oh, God,
The two
but
pulled
fucking
apart
octopus.
as Dr. Octopus managed to catch his breath. Octopus, what is it? Peter asked as he wiped his streaming eyes with the back of his arm.
I just love you. Dr. Octopus finally managed to choke out.
I love you too, Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor?
Doctor.
Well, he's from New York, so.
I love you too, Doc.
Doctor.
Peter said and gave Dr. Octopus a giant hug as he kissed him passionately.
Peter, I need to ask you a favor. Dr. Octopus began as he pulled away from Peter.
There's more?
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
the biggest plot twist in
Yeah.
this whole goddamn podcast.
Yeah.
Scroll down
I
and
scrolled
there's
down,
more
there's more.
fanfic.
I didn't realize there was so much.
Anything, Peter answered.
I want you to take the serum, please. Dr. Octopus
Wow, why
began
is this actually a comic book?
as he watched Peter's face.
You mean the one with the magic blood? Peter asked as he turned and began making his way to the front door.
Yes, the one with the magic blood. Dr. Octopus said as he saw Peter exit the room. No, I mean the one with the blood of an ancient Spider-Man.
Doctor.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, okay. Doctor.
So, thank you for coming to our theater.
Oh, jeez. That
Tip
took
your
years off
waitresses.
my life, I think.
Yeah.
I added years to mine. And it's
Welcome.
because I stole yours.
That's great. You bastard, give me
Welcome.
back.
I'm an energy vampire.
You know, you
Welcome
can
to
take
the Rainforest Cafe dinner theater combo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Make sure to tip your pirate waiters.
Yeah.
even though I didn't get any drinks.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I
Dinner
don't
theater.
My flat drank half
No,
Pepsi.
Dinner theater where actors are also the waiters.
Mhm.
It's a sad existence.
It's what? It's SAG. I thought you said it's a SAG acting.
It's a sad
Anyways,
existence.
let us know maybe what you want as a prompt for a
oh,
fan fiction
Reach
for
out
Joe
to
and I to
the
read.
email we sent.
We got to it
I have it on my phone.
at AOL.net. It's America Online. You know, we had to stick with the old one. We couldn't afford the real Gmails, even though they're free.
We got to it, but the middle part is to T-O.
We got to it. T-O-O. It.
No one has messaged. That is an empty email.
And you know, maybe we'll get something later.
Well, except Google being like, hey,
Hey,
you're gonna go, buddy.
there you go.
Contact your friends.
Yeah.
What friends?
Anyways, thank you for listening.
as
We got to
friendless
it.
as Peter Park.
Ah.
Ew.
It's pretty gnarly.
Stop.
Ew.
There was a long time when it was just us two here,
Yeah.
indulging each other in our burps.
Yeah.
We used to fart all the time on these chairs.
You mean
Yeah.
you don't anymore?
What do you mean used to?
There was a running gag, one of the earliest running gags in
Chair
this
fart.
show. Chair
Chair
fart.
fart, yeah.
I got a new chair. It doesn't have it no more.
Most of the times, it's the same chair you've had since the beginning of
Oh,
this
it's
thing.
not.
No.
This?
It's
new.
the same
It's
color,
new.
but it's different. Remember?
Oh, you got a... I didn't know you got a new chair.
What? while ago.
Forever ago, Joseph.
No, when you started the podcast, you still had this one, and it still farted.
No.
Holy shit!
It was my older, cheaper chair. That was like all plastic. Even the legs were plastics. This is metal.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I just got the
Where
same
have you
color.
been?
I don't know.
Colors.
Don't end it on that. I
Okay.
gotta end it on something different.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man does whatever Spider-Man. Remember that song was in Guitar Hero?
No.
No.
It was in Guitar Hero. You had to play that song. No, like to beat the levels of Guitar Hero, you had to.
I'm sorry.
Do you guys remember?
Which Guitar Hero? Which Guitar Hero?
We both responded the same way too.
No.
Literally, like I'm fucking crazy.
Next topic.
Like,
Spit on her
Jesus
face and go,
Christ.
next question.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways,
Well, happy holidays.
Oh yeah.
Merry
happy hol-
Kwanzas.
Oh, well,
Merry
that's
Are you
Kwanzaa
guys
show.
gonna have a Christmas podcast?
Damn right. You know what we're gonna watch?
Matrix.
Cheaper
The
by the
Grinch?
dozen.
No, Matrix.
The Grinch?
Yeah, when the Grinch stole the Matrix.
Yeah.
How the Grinch stole
We're watching the
Matrix.
new Matrix. It's coming out in like in 4 days.
Matrix
What
Grinch
is it?
loaded.
It's the 19th.
Oh, your thing moved. Oh,
It
there
did.
it is.
It's so annoying. Hey, fuck you, Apple 11.
Windows
11.
Yeah. 3 days. The new Matrix comes out.
Dang.
Watch Spider-Man, even though we talked about it. Watch
And-
it again.
Well, we didn't get into all the details. There's
We
a
got
lot of
into
really
the-
nice details in there.
We hit the
so-
broad strokes. We can't hit all the
We
little
can't,
tiny-
you know.
I
Can't
know.
do it.
I know.
Come
We
back
got
next
news to
week.
talk about.
Come back next week for Matrix,
Revamped.
and then come back the week after that for our end of the yearly roundup, where we gather all the movies we've seen this year and we rank them.
Do we want to do the
Ooh, is
tournament
bottom
battle
gonna
again?
be Halloween Kills?
No,
Okay.
I had like a
Oh, okay.
Very bottom, Halloween Kills, very top.
No,
Way
no.
Home. That's
Very
my,
bottom
that's my
Space Jam
guess.
2.
very.
Oh,
I've made my distaste
yeah,
for
that's
Space
right.
Jam 2
Yeah.
clear from day
I
one.
forgot that happens this
Yeah.
I blacked out in that Space Jam 2 episode because of all the rage I had pent up.
But number
Which
one,
is bad
No
'cause
Way
he was in a
Home.
car.
That's
No,
my
you were at
guess. My
I was
guess
home,
is
yeah.
well, depending on how good Matrix is, I think number one is going to be No Way Home.
Yeah. I'm excited for the Matrix.
I am excited for Matrix. I feel bad that they're coming in the same week as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's going to
Because
suck.
they're gonna
I
like
think
bite.
I think people are still gonna go
Yeah.
intros
To
to,
both.
Matrix, yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, both. So
Spider-Man, they're like the second highest box office ever after Endgame now.
that's amazing.
Mhm.
Wow, even in pandemic times,
I know.
Yeah.
even in Panini Press,
Yeah,
times,
that's
Everyone-
what someone
yeah.
on Twitter said. He's like, Spider-Man got you all out here all catching COVID.
fine.
And I went, all right, cool.
We all
cares?
want
I'm
the
vaccinated.
You know what? Get
COVID
vaxxed
powers.
then.
We all want
Yeah.
the COVID powers.
Yeah,
I
I got bit by a radioactive old person with COVID.